like when I think when Hutch went and got his Hava.
Oops.
Oh, I'm getting an
That was
echo.
my fault. I just fixed.
Yeah, I went and got the same thing. I was like, oh, I'll get a Hava, and the thing fucking sucked. Because the Hava's quality is completely dependent upon your internet connection, if that makes any sense at all. It's
Some
sending.
people have messaged me about some weird-ass ways of capturing. They wanted to know if they could, like, plug it in through their cell phone to their computer from their Xbox. Some kid asked me a question about my flip camera, like whether you could record gameplay from your flip camera, and I was like, just get a PVR. Come on.
Yeah, I get weird messages like people talking about VCRs and stuff. I'm like, you serious? A VCR? Like so you're gonna like record it onto a old school VCR tape and then like use some weird program to like turn that into some kind of digital format? Like, no, dude. Just
Yeah.
That guy we were
next,
talking about.
Next generation consoles might have like recording built into it, like a step up from theater mode. You can just
I've
record
heard that. Yeah. That guy I was talking about that's trying to build a channel by hating on us. He records by pointing a camera at his television.
does he really?
What a legend. Yeah, he does. You can
No.
see it wiggle sometimes, and it's like, you know, sometimes slightly crooked, like he doesn't correct it in Vegas or anything. Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't know how to correct it in Vegas, dude. That'd be
He doesn't go to Vegas. He does.
Windows Movie Maker.
He talks through his HD camera mic.
Oh,
No way.
So he's making live comms. He's making like the ultimate live comm. That's
He goes to theater mode, click his camera on and start talking, and split it up.
Oh, man. Yeah. And
That
then he
motherfucker
fusses
barely
at
know how
me.
to cash his welfare check.
You know, I've left probably 4 really polite, kind messages on his channel so far, and here's how he replies to me. I'm gonna let the stream see it. And the message is like, so he's like, "Hey Woody, it's you know, how come you only play with big subs or people who have big channels and such?" And my replies are, you know, "Hey, that's really an unfair criticism. Most of the guys I play with had really next to no subs, or actually didn't even have a YouTube channel at all when I met them. You know, they might be big now, but that's because they do good work." Like, that's the kind of reply I gave him. And hold on, I'm looking for it.
You should say I don't play. It's not that I play with people with big channels. It's that people who play with me get big channels.
You know that
Maybe if you were a little nicer.
that it's funny you say that, but no, I don't really think I get them big channels. It's that you know, it's kind of like getting someone a job interview. You know, you may get them the interview, but they land the job, right? They have big channels because they do great work. I just did help them get seen a little bit, but you know, I've done dual cons with other people who didn't get any subs out of it, and that's because they didn't do as good stuff.
Exactly. I remember this one kid who donated for the March of Dimes thing, and got the commentary was on High Rise, and it was the most awkward thing ever. And I was like, nice job, Woody. Like good job carrying this one, because the kid was like, you were basically asking him a question, he'd be like, yeah, and then and there would be like this awkward silence, and you'd be like, so.
I had to do dual commentary with a 14-year-old, and it was awful. It was
I've
so
had
awful.
a couple of those. Yeah, and so let me. This guy. This is the Twitter message he sent me. Now, keep in mind, I'm like polite and kind and trying to diffuse the situation, and then he replies with stuff like, "Shut the fuck up, you fucking bitch! Stop with the bullshit, you." Really? Like, you know, this guy is. I'm about through with him. I think he's just going to be ignored going forward because I don't know. There's no turning him around, and he doesn't have much to offer. So
Well, I think that's an easy community block, right? Like if he's specifically going after just anybody who's big.
Oh, absolutely.
I think so. I'm
just gonna stay away from him.
I tried to sort of reach out to him and let him understand where I was coming from. He fusses that I don't reply to all my messages. Now, I replied to him like professionally on that too. It's like they need to understand that I replied to every message I ever received up through about 50,000 subscribers. And people, I replied so well, if they wanted to write to Wings, they would write to me and say, "Hey, Woody, you know, pass this message on to Wings." And I would do it. And then it got to be that I was spending 2 or 3 hours a day on replying to my messages. And now my channel's it's over triple really than it was at that point. It would be a 9-hour-a-day job to reply to all my messages. And that's, oh, by the way, now there's new avenues. There's like Huppet that I have to reply to messages from. There's Twitter. And so I don't reply to all my messages anymore. It is impossible. I still read a bunch of them. You know, I click on them and see what there is to say. But for a guy with like 1,000 subs to say that I don't have the same level of like replying to messages that he
Yeah.
does. Well, yeah, I guess not. But I have
You need to- you need to
160
take a-
times more people than he does.
Yeah, you need to take a screen cap one day of like don't check your messages for 24 hours, and show how many you've got. Because I don't know how many you get. I don't get that many, but I get at least probably 50 in a 24-hour period.
I
That
can
are
tell
I
you
just
this.
skim all mine. I
I
don't even.
do check my messages every day. I'm looking at my inbox now. There's a bunch of them that I've read, and I have 14,848. That's how far behind I am.
Oh,
It is,
wow. Don't
yeah.
even bother.
I'm 15,000 messages behind. There's no catching up from this. And that doesn't include the other avenues. Like I know I'm at least 1,000 behind on Huppet. It's a hill that I will never climb.
Well, see, here's the
And
thing. Like, what could they actually be messaging you for? Like really,
What is your sensitivity? Can you help me out? Do you like this gun?
like unless honestly, like if you're messaging someone on YouTube, like it's probably one of a couple things. It's one, hey, I really enjoy your videos. You do a great job. Period. That's awesome. I get that a lot, and I appreciate it that you love the videos. You can say it in the comment box because I read all my comments too. Two, it's what can you do for me? Three, it's fuck you, cocksucker. Your mother is a whore. I love those, especially when they're written in Russian.
So here, let me go through some of my messages. Here's one. How do you prestige so fast? I'm first prestige. Like I stopped prestige. I've gone through 2, like 0 and 1, and he wants some advice on how I prestige so quickly. Let's see. This guy wants to know. There was another one. Here's someone who wants me to check out somebody's channel because he's funny. Here's one. The title's FPS Russia.
Nice.
Can you ask if he's played the game AVA?
Do you want to ask me now?
I don't even know what AVA
What's
is.
AVA?
I don't know.
All right. So here's another example of someone who sends me a message so that they can send somebody else a message. Here's one. It's about Wings of Redemption. It's a tutorial on wings. I know you get tons of messages a day, but I hope this one will get through. Anyway, this is no way to hate video, but more video that made me laugh. I was playing Mercenary. I found Wings in the lobby, and he backed out after I changed my clan tag to something he recognized. Then I went ahead and had a decent game. I hope you catch this. So I guess he played with you, Wings, had a good game. Oh, the title of the video is How to Make Wings of Redemption Leave Your Lobby.
Yeah, I mean, it's not how to. I even openly said on my Twitter, if you recognize me, I dashboard out the game right away. I don't want nothing to do with that.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't like it either. Like I was playing a team deathmatch today, and somebody starts like, "Oh, it's Russia."
Because what's going to happen if I have a bad game, that bitch is going to be all over YouTube, and it's another problem. Fuck it. I'll back out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave. Like chances are, I'm gonna have an average game. I'm gonna go, like,
Funny how that works.
yeah, exactly. Most
tried
of the
playing with
time, I'll
the-
have an average game.
There's
Yeah,
a
that's
setting
not-
that you can make it so that nobody can talk to you unless they're on your friends list. Do you guys run that? Because I know I
Yeah,
tried it
it
for a
doesn't
while.
matter.
Lame Truth
They
runs it.
They can still record them throwing a tomahawk at me and hitting me in the back
Yeah,
after about
yeah.
10
Yeah.
fucking tries.
So here's my thing, right? When I play, I almost always, well, not almost always, but oftentimes I play with friends. So even if they don't recognize me, I'm in a lobby with like Wings, Onslaught, Bendro, Team Art, I don't know, Bash, and maybe some other guys earn my respect. Someone's getting recognized. And then, they start to like put it all together, and they see us in a group, and they know that we're like the real us because we're playing together. And if I left every lobby we get recognized, that'd be over half our lobbies. It happens.
Yeah,
all
but
the
see,
time
I don't
now.
leave when I'm in a full stack party.
Yeah,
I'm
if you're in a
talking
full
about
party, it doesn't
mercenary
matter.
team deathmatch or
Exactly.
FFA.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from. And even though, like, my channel's not built on me being the best player on YouTube, right? Like, I never claim that. I'm totally just not that guy. But even though that's the truth, I still feel pressured to have these above-average games, right? Like,
Yeah.
I
I still don't want to see a game that I hated playing on the fucking YouTube because
Yeah.
somebody thinks they're a prick.
Yeah, because
Uh-huh.
you never know why somebody had a bad game. Like right now, I'm playing. If I have a bad game, it's because I'm talking to you guys recording a
man.
podcast.
I did that last night I couldn't sleep. I was up late, and it was actually like 4 a.m., and I'm laying in bed not asleep. So I'm like, you know what? I'm logging on. I don't care. I'll just play. And I played from like 4 to 6, and I played horribly. I think I had maybe one game with a better than 3 KD, and I went positive in almost all of them. But it was all between like 1 and 3, and I didn't get the kind of games I wish I would. And yeah, so now I know they are like my most recent games. That like they're the ones that people have been watching all day when they send me the invites and look at my stuff. It stinks. Yeah.
Wow, what do you suck?
I think playing late at night, you go up against a lot more of a hardcore audience. Like if you want to get against Baby Buffalo the most, I try to play like right around the time everybody's getting off school, U.S.
my gosh,
anyway.
I hadn't even considered that. I'm on vacation this week. I'm doing that.
Whenever I play late, I run into game battles people and 10th prestige, 9th prestige, full demolition lobbies, things like that.
Me running into strong players doesn't bother me. I play late night all the time. I could give two shits and a fuck. I just hate. Here's what I hate. I hate when I get in the lobby and somebody recognizes me. So he brings 2 or 3 of his friends in on his friends list so they can play with me. And now my mercenary team deathmatch has turned into me versus a team.
That happened to me last night. I think they were joining each other's session, which might just be the way they have fun together, because they weren't always on the same team or anything. I mean, it was MTDM. But they were all, like, chatting around, enjoying each other's company in the lobby. So these were guys, like, a lot of times Mercenary Team Deathmatch has people who don't have anyone to play with, and people who don't have anyone to play with are oftentimes, the Baby Buffalo.
The reason they don't have anyone to play with is nobody wants to play with them.
Well, or they might just be new. They haven't developed their friends list yet, or who knows. But usually the guys who don't have like a bunch of friends waiting for them are the guys who aren't playing it every day and such. And not this lobby. These guys, I guess they hung out in Mercenary Team Deathmatch and played with and against each other all the time.
It's annoying.
Some people enjoy that.
I love when I go to a Mercenary Team Deathmatch and they all got the same fucking clan tag.
Yeah.
Like, you seriously want to beat up on people that came here to not face people playing together?
I'll say this: the guys that I met, that I'm talking about, they were cool. Like I don't have a problem in the world with them. They recognized me. Well, at least one guy recognized me, and he was totally easy to get along with, no problems. But yeah, I feel this added pressure when I get recognized in a lobby, and that's almost half the time now. It happens a lot. And then when I don't get recognized in a lobby, like I remember we lost a game of Headquarters, say 4 or 5 days ago, and then someone, it's like, all right, I lost a game. Oh well, it was no big deal. They were all in a party, like I didn't remember hearing them. And then, sure enough, there's comments on my channel. Hey, what are you gonna post that one game you lost in Headquarters from 4 nights ago? Like, damn it, really?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that guy gets blocked. That guy gets blocked immediately. He's being a smart ass intentionally. Like he's just trying to rub it in your face, like as if you never lose a game. Is he like my win-loss ratio isn't 100 or a million?
I wonder what my win-loss ratio would really be. Because so I don't mean to act like I'm some sort of gaming hotshot, right? I made it really clear that's not me. But I will say that when we roll together, we win a lot. And I might guess that half of our losses are from like hosts rage quitting and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like my win-loss is maybe 3 1/3, something like that. And it might be 6 if we didn't take a loss every time the host backed out like that. Happens a lot. And again, it's not because I'm crushing everyone. It's because my team is crushing everyone.
Yeah. It can happen in wager matches too. If like the host dashboards or the host just leaves, it can fuck up high roller really bad. Everybody in the lobby will like lose.
Everybody loses their money. It's really gay.
I think you don't lose your money. You just don't get your winnings. Man, well, I've heard that a lot. So I've had like 6 different people explain. You don't lose your money, but you don't get the winnings that.
Yeah, that might be it.
Yeah. So, and you take a loss on your win-loss, I think.
No, it doesn't go to your stats at all. The gun game stuff
doesn't. No. But it has its own.
I think they have their own stats.
Yeah, they have their own stats and like leaderboard. Like when I check my combat record, I've only played a couple games in wager match, and it has its own sort of thing going over there. Have you seen White Boy's One in the Chamber videos?
No.
Oh man, they're some of the best stuff on YouTube at the moment. He's cracking me up. I want to, I might copy the idea. Copying ideas is a tricky thing, right? Because like on one hand, it's this guy's idea, it's his domain. On the other, like really like in-game live commentary, that can't be yours to keep. And the one thing he does different than the other people do, like that.
Oh, it's live wager matches?
So he does live commentary in his wager match, but he doesn't mute himself to the other players. So he
starts, thought about doing that.
Yeah, so he says, "No, this is the podcast where I get a little potty mouth, guys." But he'll be like, "How'd you get all those COD points? You suck dick for COD points, don't you? That's how 40,000 for 40,000. You can suck my dick. I'll give you 40,000 COD points." And this is like the conversations he had. And you don't get to hear the other people, but White Boy is cracking me up with with his dirty talk. And he's always suggesting like doing sexual favors for COD points or there'll be 2 people left, And he's like, oh, let me kill you. You've got the win locked in, but I'll move from second to third if you, commit suicide. And sometimes he gets his math wrong, and it's the funniest thing. So I was thinking of doing like a similar type thing, a live commentary where like the other people can hear me, and then just start carrying on a conversation with them.
Those high rollers get intense too. Everybody's always yelling, like they're constantly. Everybody usually has a mic. Yeah, and they're freaking out almost every game.
And he's telling everyone to double down, and he's like, double down. What are you scared? You scared? So.
No, I think it would be funny to do that, but have it set up so that they could hear you, and so that you could hear them rather.
Yeah, I'm sure you could record the voices too. You just have to balance your sound levels.
Right. Yeah, mine's pretty much worked out because I did some live comp. But yeah, I might do that some, and it'd be funny.
Yeah. Have you played any high roller? They get intense, man. They take it seriously, like they're gambling. It's gambling.
I
to
don't
them,
think that's where the baby buffalo roam, man.
It's not. That's where some good players roam. Because here's what happened: the baby buffalo came in there and they lost all their money and they never came back.
Yep.
The bad thing is, I always win in high roller, but I always lose in regular weekend gambler.
Really?
I've had that too. Exactly, actually. Like, I was trying to build up money to get it back into high roller because I won on my high rollers, and then some of the people in Weekend Gambler were drop-shotting and sprinting camp corners and things like that.
Like, I never do bad. I usually get, like, second place, but I hardly ever win Weekend Gambler. It's like, motherfucker.
Yeah. I think some people have found some spots on maps, too, that just work. Like, I played a lot of Sharpshooter, and there's certain just spots where you can just basically guarantee that you can just look left, kill a guy, look right, kill a guy, look left, kill a guy, over and over and over, and you can just keep building up a streak. I think people have found these corner spots. Sharpshooter's like, you have to get a 4 kill streak gets you like all these different bonuses. You get sleight of hand pro, steady aim pro, lightweight pro, and ×2 multiplier. And it's whoever gets the most score, and it switches weapons every 45 seconds.
45 seconds.
I've seen that. I've seen White.
It's really fun. It's probably my most fun. Like, it's my favorite of the 4 game types.
So I don't like that. Are like ridiculously random.
So Sharpshooter changes guns randomly. The gun game, you work your way through a progression of guns, and then there's one in the chamber, which is my favorite, I think. Where you just have that pistol, the one-shot kill pistol. That thing
Sticks and Stones I've never played. I've never played it once, actually.
Yeah, I have. I haven't even used those weapons. Like, what is it? Tomahawk, knife, and
Tomahawk, ballistic knife, crossbow. Yep.
and there's your.
I don't like any of
right?
them. Oh man. I don't like the wager modes. I could do without them. I could do without the COD points. Bring you back to guns leveling up.
Oh, I like the COD points. I think it's nice.
I'm trying to go for 1 million. I want to get 1 million through high roller.
I bought like everything recently. I had more COD points than I knew what to do with. I don't think I crossed 200,000, but I was close. And I just started going to the emblems, buying everything. I started going to guns, buying everything. Killstreaks I don't even like. I started buying them.
You got all your pro perks?
Not all of them. I have all the ones I want, except for maybe
Flak Jacket and Scout. That's all I have left.
Tac Mask is the best perk on the game.
Yeah,
actually, I was going to call that out as the one I don't have, but I want.
Pretty nice.
But I like Hacker a lot. Hacker to me is well, first of all, you avoid those deaths. Second, it helps me find people. It's almost like a UAV. It's like, all right, there's a motion sensor here. I guarantee you there's a camper. You know?
How about this, Woody?
Go ahead.
Flak Jacket plus Tac Mask. Claymores can't kill you, and you can't be grenaded, stunned, or flashed. You're 100% immune to stun and flash with Tac Mask Pro. No,
I've got one for you.
Joke.
Get this. Here's a cheap tactic that I haven't even tried it, but I read about it and it sounds perfect. Second Chance Pro and Flak Jacket hang out in the tower by firing range with a friend. The two of you will be up there. You can't get naded out. If you do get naded, you go into Second Chance and he picks you up again, and you can just sit there and kill people all game long. It'll be worse than that Halo,
it's pretty ridiculous.
Bubble thing.
Yeah, it's kind of like a setup, like a Halo setup.
Yeah. And,
I've been running this Tac Mask Flak Jacket, dude. My KD has went through the roof. Because
really?
People in this game, they like to throw everything they have at you before they get into the gunfight. And when you have that setup on, they can't do nothing but kill you with a bullet.
That's
only way you can get killed is a bullet.
I hear you, Wings, and like, one area in my game, there's two areas in my game that I'm sort of working on improving. One is I think I reload a little too often. In Black Ops, I don't know, I use more bullets to kill, so sometimes reloading's necessary. Sometimes I'll have a third of a clip, and that doesn't always get it done. Like if it's not a close gunfight, like sometimes I don't always win with that, or there's some penetration. So reloading when it's appropriate is something I'd like to improve. And leading with stuns in general is something I'd like to get better at. Because people who do that well, it's like you don't even have a chance against them because you're all stunned out.
Have you used any of the terrible weapons in this game, like the PM63 or the Kaparis or any of that?
I've used the Kaparis a little bit.
You don't like the Kipparus?
No, no,
Is that how you
I hate
pronounce
it
it, Kyle?
so much.
The Kipparus is one of my I made a little SMG video. I was like, that's one of my top 3. That's one of my top 3. I love it.
Hey, look here. Any submachine gun on the game turns into the best weapon in the game with rapid fire. Straight
You
up.
think?
That's straight. I used the Mac 11 in my TAC Match free for all. I went 30-2.
Yeah, Mac 11's good.
I went through every submachine gun, just trying them all out with rapid fire. All of them beast mode. Like the MPL, probably one of the best guns on the game with rapid fire.
MPL's sick. Yeah.
Rapid fire MPL, one of the top 3 guns on the game. Period.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I used
I
to
don't
run
like the Uzi's iron sights at all, and I don't like the PM63 or the
Even the
Kaparis.
Uzi, dude, the Uzi with steady aim and rapid fire, death machine.
Grip Rapid Fire Warlord on the AK-74U was a pretty neat gun, but I like sleight of hand so
74U
much.
with anything is good. I mean, 74U is so easy to use.
You don't
Everyone
need
acts
to
like you can't die with the
74U.
74U. I can. I can die with any weapon in the game. It's good, but I don't think it's that better than the FAMAS or half
No,
the
it's-
assault rifle.
No,
It's
not
not-
compared to an assault rifle, but compared to the other SMGs, it's much easier to use.
Dude,
don't you
Yeah,
look
it's
here.
just the
I'm
best
better
SMG.
with the 74U than I am with the FAMAS.
Really? FAMAS is one
range.
of my go-to weapons. Sometimes when I'm not using the FAMAS, it's just because I have too many videos with me using the FAMAS already.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
people fuss.
I don't listen to those motherfuckers. I use the M16 when I want to use the M16.
Oh, I like the G11 too, man. I have one nice thing about this game, because there's no stopping power in Juggernaut, is that my anti-air class is a suitable everyday class. Like if I had one with, what the heck was the second perk called? UAV Jammer? No. Help me on Modern Warfare.
Cold-blooded.
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 Cold-blooded Pro.
Go for it.
Yeah. So if I had Cold-blooded in Modern Warfare 2, I felt like I was at a pretty big disadvantage against all the guys running stopping power. In Black Ops, if I'm running, I guess, Ghost, that doesn't hurt me. I'm fine with that. I'm still running Sleight of Hand. I'm still running all this great stuff, and it's my anti-air class. So it's like opening up another class.
I feel obligated not to use Ghost or Second Chance because it's a comment storm, from anyone. Like if they see you using Ghost or Second Chance, I like using Ghost. I've
Hey,
had
look
a few
here.
gameplays with Ghost.
Fuck Ghost users. They need
I've
to
never
die.
used Ghost.
So my
Yeah,
only class with
that's what I'm saying.
Ghost
I'm
is
putting
my
it away.
anti-air one. It's actually Ghost Pro, and that's my anti-air class. And then my 0th Prestige, I used Second Chance, and I even still think it's a semi-balanced perk, although it really stinks when you run up against more than one person because you spend so much time on him. But I haven't even touched Second Chance. I have 0 Second Chance usage on my current Prestige, which is 80% of my playtime now, because my subs hate it. I don't know if I'll ever get the Pro version.
Yeah,
People
I'm
hate
putting
it.
both those perks away, I think, from now on, just because
But Ghost,
get a lot of comments.
dude, you need an anti-air class.
I do have one. I have one called Ghosty. It's got Ghost, Ninja, Steady Aim, some submachine gun.
Mine's
They
called
need
Casper.
they need to stack the flares 3 or 4 deep on the kill streaks.
Yeah, for real. Here's me and Thunder were talking about this yesterday morning. They need to take the Strela out of the game, and that would
They
fix
do.
it. Take the Strela out of the
Really?
game, make everybody use the law. And here's what you do on the law class: you leave it just like it is, so that it's got that black jacket, so you can't kill yourself to get more rockets. I love that so much.
I'm thinking this through, man.
I'm
so when
thinking
Modern
air
Warfare 2
support killing
came out,
should be a group thing.
when Modern
Yep.
Warfare, oh yeah, like COD 4. When Modern Warfare 2 came out, everyone said the air support was crazy overpowered, right? The Harrier was like a guaranteed chopper gunner. The chopper gunner was a guaranteed nuke, and that was the end of the game. And then, a few months into it, my Harrier wasn't worth much more than an airstrike. It dropped. People would hear it inbound, and they'd be pulling out their anti-air stuff already. that's where Black Ops is headed. You know, chopper gunners used to be worth like 15, 20 kills. Now, you're kind of guaranteed about 3, but you're lucky if you get more than 5.
Till there's a SAM turret there, which is what happens to me in Ground War all the fucking time. I don't know if you guys play 9v9 at all, but
I try not to because that's where the noobs roam.
I mean,
it's so easy to get ground war games. It should. I look down on people that play ground war.
The one reason I'm not playing Ground War is that in previous Call of Duties, I always had terrible connections on them. We'd always call it lag wars, and it was frustrating. So I haven't really given it a chance in Black Ops. Is it better?
It's been my go-to game type since COD 4, so I like, I don't know, it's just my game type of choice, I guess.
Ground War's got a bunch of people going for montage clips, and you know, half the people on Ground War just running out in the open. If you camp even a little bit on it, easy gameplays. It's what I hoard out in the start of Modern Warfare 2 until I learned my lesson.
The one thing I'll say about Ground War is, like, when you get the big kill games, I swear, it seems like you can get twice as many kills, even though there's only 50% more players. You know, the kill streaks are that much more effective on Ground War. But, yeah,
I think it's because the spawns don't flip as easily because you have to kill all 6 people to make the... You have to kill your entire team, really, to flip the spawn.
I wish Treyarch would have brought back actual war. I loved war.
I'm hoping they bring it back in like a DLC or something, dude.
It's amazing. It's my favorite game type, man.
They said they're going to add new playlists.
Because there isn't a single new game type in this game, right? Am I missing
Wager
something?
matches is basically their
okay.
game.
Okay, yeah. I'm glad they did that. I'm glad they did some innovation with free-for-all. I appreciate that. But yeah, it'd be neat if there was a whole nother... Like, Capture the Flag added a lot, I think, from COD 4 to Modern Warfare 2. It was something new to do. And then they took it away because they're foolish. But it would have been neat. Like, for me, War is pretty much new. I've played it, but I don't have anywhere near the World at War playtime that maybe some of you guys do. I was mostly...
It's probably the best game mode I've ever played on first-person shooters.
Me too, man. I love World at War. I'm never going to sell it.
War is the greatest game mode ever in a first-person shooter.
So what's War, Wings? They're asking in the stream what War is.
Well, War basically is... It's like domination, but there's only one flag. It's like everybody's got to capture the B flag, and when you get on the B flag, it tells you that you're on the B flag. So the other team's gonna be throwing grenades at you.
It's even got a number counter.
Yeah, it tells you how many people are on the flag. So so everybody's coming for you, and basically you have to stop the other team. You know, if you put a "thou shalt not pass" on them, and you get that, and you gain momentum. So if your team's getting more kills than the other team, you gain momentum, so you capture the flag faster. If your team starts dying, you lose momentum, and they start capturing the flag faster. So it's basically a game balancing kill whoring and playing the objective.
And there's 5 flags, and they're positioned all over the map. Some small maps, there's 3 flags like Dome and shit. But
it's kind of like Domination and Headquarters mixed with Team Deathmatch.
It's really good.
So
I thought it was the best.
It's like Domination that you stand on the flag to cap it, although I think it caps a little slower. And but there's only one flag being focused on at a time. So it's kind of like Domination, where everyone's focused on that B constantly, and it's just that die fest. And I don't even know how to play it, right? Like, because on one hand, if you just say, well, I'm so elite, I'm a Slayer, and you stand off to the side and pick off kills,
that works.
It does work, but... I don't know. It just seems like almost like doing that in Headquarters. You know, I'm so lean on the Slayer, so I'll just stand on the side and kill people and stay out of damage.
That would work in Headquarters if every time you got a 10 kill streak, the Headquarters cap twice as fast.
No, not twice as fast. You build the team's momentum up. You can capture it. You can capture the war flag in under 3 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just giving an example. Yeah, you need in war, you need a guy who's camping for kills.
You need Slayers.
You need somebody out there who's not going for the flag at all, who's building kill streaks and getting that 10, 15 kill streak, so that the people who are running, say, UAV, counter UAV, SAM turret, or whatever, can just run and die over and over, and that's how you get the flags capped. You need people running the flag over and over and knocking them off of it, but you also need a guy in the back who's picking them off with an M16, getting that big kill streak to build your momentum.
So I hear you, but you also don't need 5 of those guys.
No, of course not. You wouldn't want 5. No. But I mean, it wouldn't hurt to have 5 if you had 5. Like seriously, that's the thing. Like, you could play it either way. Like, you could have a full team of 6 people who did nothing but run at the flag, and you probably win. You could have a full team of 6 people who really camped a lot and just had tons of kills and had such momentum that they only had to be on the flag for 3 seconds at a time. It's
Yeah,
a
if
it's
you
an
had
interesting
dogs
game
up
mode.
every 60 seconds, just constantly, I mean, that's what would
Yeah.
usually happen. So,
So I haven't played it as much as you. I've played it, but I have not like you guys have. And so I won't pretend to say I know the strategy. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
It sounds more complicated.
why didn't you
Yeah,
play
which
much
isn't
World
bad.
at War? Woody?
Oh, because I played COD 4 and I wanted to get, I don't know, I didn't want to start my learning curve over again.
Yeah.
Like I didn't begin COD 4 when it first came out, so
Okay.
it was it's like, I know now World at War's out. Which one should I play more? And it was like, I don't want to start over. I'm just starting to learn this one.
Alright.
So we'll probably kick off the podcast soon.
Yep.
Yeah. But I'm kind of sad that I'll probably never see another World War II shooter game.
Yeah, for sure, man. World War II is the greatest battle in mankind's history.
Yeah, never's a long time.
That thing's gonna be retold over and over and over. There's always gonna be another little part of that war that can be told.
And America's part in it only gets bigger.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
I'm not sure it even started before we got there. I'll have to check.
No, I didn't. We were there the whole time. I want to see Wake Island involved in a video game. I want to see like
I'd love to see like. I was kind of hoping World at War would do that kind of shit instead of like showing like Cliffside, show like the beautiful waters and shit where you're fighting on the beach and you go up into like the bunkers and shit.
Hey, let's kick off the podcast.
Did you play 43 at all? Yeah, you can kick it off.
Yeah, I played it.
That was just some beautiful fucking maps.
We're ready when you are, Woody. Oh wait, Wings has to do the intro.
Yeah. So Wings, you ready?
Yeah.
No one this week. 4, 3, 2.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Oh, that was brilliant.
All right, so we're in the live stream, but we're not recording the podcast anymore.
I was thinking today I should record about 20 of those and put them on a CD and sell them. like that panda one would be a perfect example of a good one to keep.
Oh,
The
yeah.
stream is screaming for more prank calls.
Oh, yes, you get the panda porn. Very good. You want a panda woman, panda man?
Oh,
Definitely
my.
panda woman.
Pandas are an endangered species. You know how fucking big in trouble you'd be.
Dude, I think the endangered species part would be the least of your problems if you got caught banging a panda.
Kyle, read this link to the stream.
All right, let's see.
I wonder if the panda got into it though. What would that be like?
I can't read it because hang on, I'm trying to figure out how to read it because I've got my my Skype setup's weird. It's a new layout. Well, I'm gonna go to pop out. I think. No, that's not what I want. Dynamic view.
No. From the right, there's a little chat bubble next to the little, like, signal bars.
Signal bars.
On the right, there's like a little stripe.
Oh, yeah, mine's on the left. Okay, I got it now. Let me scroll down to this. Oh, you want me to click the Orange County thing?
Yes.
All right, let's see.
This sounds fishy already. I just read the whole
Oh
thing.
shit! I want to go right now. Publicly humiliate me. Here's the title. Publicly humiliate me at Nordstrom Rack at 6 p.m. tonight. No pros or scammers or anyone asking me to sign up to another website so that we can meet through that. It's a waste of both of our time. Have you ever wanted to humiliate a man in public? I will be at Nordstrom Rack tonight at 6 p.m. Use your imagination. Slap my face. Say something out loud. Call me names, etc. Whatever. Whatever you would like to do in public. On me in the men's department where I will be shopping for dress slacks. Guess you need some slacks. Would love to make the shopping trip a little more exciting by meeting an adventurous and spontaneous lady at the store. Maybe we can have a drink and talk a bit after shopping, and you humiliate me, I guess. If you decide that is acceptable. I'm wearing a white dress shirt, glasses, maybe on top of my head. Yeah, that's in parentheses. And a navy blue cords pants and black shoes. I'm 5'11", 185 pounds. Cell phone number, 949-584-3817. Don't be shy. So don't be shy, guys. Don't be shy.
I think it already happened, though. It said 6 p.m. tonight.
Well, if it didn't, he's about to get a couple calls at 584-381. 949-584-3817. Oh, that poor man. Why would you put your cell number on the internet? God. God, what an idiot.
He's new to the internet, I guess.
He is new to the internet.
He's gonna learn something though.
I had mine on my AIM one time, so people could like get in touch with me. I ended up having to like pay people to like track that guy down. They got my phone number. It's ridiculous. Don't put your phone number on that, people.
Nope, don't do that.
I wonder what people would do to that man in public.
I mean, like, he's hoping that they'll, like, call him a pervert.
He's going to get more than he asked for. I'm sure he had a shitty night tonight. Anybody read this?
Now the number's in the stream. Kyle, has your father done anything crazy lately? It's hard, isn't it? Right? Because people want cool story bros out of me. But it's not like every weekend I get into a near fight with an overweight guy on a deep-sea fishing trip. Like, that only happens on rare occasions.
We were all at a Mexican restaurant a couple of days ago, and we all got up, and I walked outside, and my dad stayed behind to leave the tip. And apparently the guy sitting behind us looked at my dad and said, "Keep the ones you love close." And my dad was like, "What?" Keep the ones you love close to you. You never know what could happen. And my dad thinks it the wrong. I don't know how to take that the right way.
I don't know the right way. Yeah.
Yeah. So he cusses him out, like makes a huge scene, like grabs him up by the shirt collar. He didn't beat him up in the restaurant, but like what the fuck is that? Hey, keep the ones you love close. You never know what could happen. Like, what is this? Like a James Bond villain over there or something. I don't know. That was kind of weird.
Someone said, "I'm the American Ken Burton, except I'm not gay and I'm good at Call of Duty."
Ken Burton's gay?
I don't think so.
I think he has kids, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So does Michael Jackson. Well,
yeah, but
So did
Michael Jackson's kids were white and named Blanket. Who names a kid?
That's so funny you brought that up. I saw a guy the other day. His gamer tag was I Blanket. And no space in between, by the way, if you guys want to talk to him. And he said, and like I saw him in the lobby, and I was like, look at this kid. His fucking gamer tag's I Blanket. Like, what kind of loser would do that? Well, I mean, there's always a chance that's Michael Jackson's kid, in which case I really want to talk to him. I got questions for this guy. I can't believe he named his kid Blanket, though. That's like what celebrity was it that named their kid Apple?
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah. Name your fucking kid Apple.
Wow.
Yeah, it's scary that I knew that, right?
Well, I pictured a cute blonde chick in my head. I just didn't know which one.
Didn't the Zappas
Must
name
not be
their kid
picturing
Moonbeam
Gwyneth
or something?
Didn't what?
Frank Zappa, didn't he name his kid Moonbeam?
He did.
Jeez, no public school.
Think about the full name now. Moonbeam Zappa.
Think about graduating with that name.
Moonbeam Zappa.
Her full name is Rob.
What?
It's incredibly loud.
God, my mic picks up anything. I have a blue snowball. I don't know.
Her full name is Moonbeam Unit Zappa.
I'm already zap my unit. Wow, what that fucking? Who names their kids stuff like that?
I remember when I was
It's like
I was
those
a
trailer
lifeguard on the
trash
beach,
names.
and this guy was he was like trying to get close to a girl, and her name was Star, and I'm sure her parents had like these beautiful, pure star, like wonderful, like sky the limit kind of intentions, and he's like, she'll be my porn star. That's how it gets converted.
Star is fine. Like, I could see naming a kid Star. But what about when you name your kid Candace? You know they're going to call her Candy. You know they are. I knew a chick in high school named Candy. Complete slut.
Nice.
Absolute 100% slut. Her name's fucking Candy. Of course she is. Of course she had an ass that was just like...
It's a rap video, son.
A year after we graduated, though, that thing had already, like, bad things had already happened to it. Like, you cannot have an ass that big. Like, when you're 17, that ass is just, like, the greatest ass in the world. But at, like, 19, that turns into, like, grandma.
Cellulite adventure.
Yeah, I think I got some pictures somewhere.
Oh, man. You know a name I never liked? Names like Destiny or Clairvoyance. Trailer trash names.
What about Mercedes?
Or Mercedes.
Or
Name your kid Chevrolet.
And name your kid Mercedes or Lexus because you can't afford one. Come
I
on.
always suggest, like, whenever someone's having a kid, that they name them Woody. I'm like, it's good for a boy or a girl. Go for it.
How is that good for a
Jeez.
girl? Naming a girl Woody.
I just want them to name their kid Woody. Someday someone might do it.
You know, I want to name, like, if I had I think a good name for a girl, I'm not going to lie, I wish I knew a girl who was named Charlie. I just think that's a cool girl name.
Oh,
I
you know
know a
what?
girl named
I know
Charlie.
one.
I like the girls that have decent boy names. Like Taylor, I think, is a pretty neat name for a girl. And I knew a
Bobby.
girl named Alex. My wife's name is Jackie, and she call her Jack. But yeah, I like the girl names
Yeah.
that have that.
Oh,
Bobby
God.
with an
Now
I.
I imagine you in bed with your wife saying, yelling the name Jack.
That's funny.
I can tell.
Well, I can't really say too much. If I ever had a daughter or something, I'd name her Samantha, and that's going to get translated right to Sam.
Ah, yep.
There was a girl
that's
named Samantha Sexton in my school. She was also a whore.
These guys want to know if I got Black Ops on PC, and the answer is no, I haven't. Maybe I will at some point. Like especially,
I'd be I'd be willing to accept a Black Ops on the PC if anybody wants to send me one.
I have this idea that like I like Black Ops. I think it's good. I think it might be the best Call of Duty, but it's too early to tell because its flaws haven't really shown. At this point, Modern Warfare 2 seemed like the best Call of Duty, so we'll wait and see. But I also have this notion that I think it's going to wear out a little faster than the other Call of Duties have. I don't know if it's because I've been playing COD for so long or if there's just something about it that's a little doesn't have the same staying power.
I don't know.
Maybe-
Well,
Did you say
eventually
Modern
get
Warfare
tired
2
of
could be
earning-
the best?
No. I said at this point, like say Modern Warfare 2 had been out for 1 month. I think at the 1 month point, it felt
was
like
still
the best
excited.
Call of Duty yet. Yeah, I was still
Yeah.
jazzed about it. I have to ban this guy
People,
for putting my
people
name
do
in
not
the thing.
believe me. The fact that the kill streaks no longer build is what makes this game so stale. It's not as fast paced.
I don't like the Ghost. I think if you took Ghost out, take Ghost and the out and make that stupid RC car like a 4 kill streak, and I'd be
Make
really
it a
happy.
19 kill streak. Just remove that thing from the game.
We'll see.
And it's funny, like part of me was thinking, well, Ghost has always been there, but the truth is, when Ghost competed with Stopping Power, or I'll call it UAV Jammer or Cold Blooded, whatever you want to call it, when it competed with Stopping Power, nobody ran it. Now, Ghost comes almost for free. To me, it's Ghost or Hardline. Like those are my primary things, and there's a Flak Jacket class in there for some game types.
Yeah, the only way to counter Ghost is with Ghost. So bitches make more bitches. It's. I mean, I don't want to run Ghost. I hate running Ghost. I've literally only ran it like 4 times ever. But like if
Really?
you're playing it, yeah, like I hate it. I feel like a complete asshole running it.
I ran it a lot when I first got the game, but now I won't even put it on. I've got a Ghostbusters emblem that I made.
Yeah, I like
I
that, by
didn't
the
really
way.
associate that. Oh, Ghostbusters, I
I
get
didn't
it.
get that either.
Because if you're playing against 6 Ghosts and your team all has hardline on, now if those perks were balanced, then that it would show in that scenario. But it doesn't, because the Ghost people can all get kill streaks that actually work on all 6 of you. None of your kill streaks work on the Ghost Pros except for your Blackbird, and to a lesser extent things like the airstrikes and such. But your helicopters, your all that stuff doesn't work anymore. Your UAV.
Are dogs
It's
deterred
funny,
by
man.
Ghost
'Cause
Pro?
here's
No, it isn't.
My
No?
standard
I
kill
didn't
streak,
think
the
so.
one I run most of the time, is Spy Plane. And usually, 3-4 people show up on the Spy Plane. And then I run Napalm Strike, which has nothing to do with Ghost. And then I run Chopper Gunner, which, well, I guess the Ghost helps. If you sit there and spawn without your triangle next to the people that have it, I still kill you.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing about it. Remember Pablo?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Pablo used to be the shit. Remember Pablo at the end of the game? It didn't do shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing did
Chopper
anything.
gunner,
6
the
months in
chopper
Modern Warfare.
gunner, the gunship are both going to fall in that category. Eventually, you're going to get to what point where people are going to be running like RC car, Napalm Strike, Blackbird, and dogs. Those are going to be like the big kill streaks, and that degrades the game.
The first time I ever got crab meat, which was like killing 10 people with a single kill streak, it was a Pablo. And by the end of the game, like Pablos were what? 3 kills? Maybe 2? Sometimes,
Maybe nothing.
Maybe nothing, yeah. Sometimes your Pablos got 0. And Predator was I guess it's better than RC car because it built, but
And
I think that was really its only use. Is Predator was kind of a builder. You
Yeah.
build it to your Harrier.
see,
or your
I
Payload.
disagree with that. Like, I did a 5 KD challenge toward the end of Modern Warfare 2,
Mhm.
and Predator is key to a high kill-death ratio because it's a kill streak that gives you a free kill. Like, you earn 5 kills, you automatically have a 6 kill death. That's the
Like
way
the
I look
RC?
at Predator.
That's
That
on the
RC
RC.
RC car is not as guaranteed as the Predator.
If you play
Predator, boom.
Let me say this: holding a 3 KD in ground war is the easiest thing of all time. That's why I don't even care about KD in this game. If I wanted a 3 KD, then I could get a 3 KD with my
Hardline
one
RC
hand.
car.
Yeah, run hardline and RC car. You will have a 3 KD instantly. There's no way you can't. Just play ground war. Your win-loss may not be that great playing by yourself, but your KD is going to be if it's not 3 and you're playing using the RC card, then you're retarded. Because all you got to do is get 2 kills and you instantly get the third.
I bet I played less than 5 games in Ground War so far.
Yeah, I have.
I got a
I
question.
don't play it.
Can do you guys know if you get nailed with an RC car to the face and you got flak jacket on?
It's got to hit your body.
Yeah, if it's at your feet, if it's in your general area, you survive it. But if it's at your feet, it kills you.
Generally, if you just back up with flak jacket, they'll pull the trigger on you, and you'll survive it every time.
I'll tell you how I deal with RC cars now. I don't know if the jammer disrupts them. I think it does. But I usually run the Claymore. I used to, and if one of them was chasing me, I would just throw the Claymore down as I was running. The RC car would drive right over, and it would take it out.
Mm-hmm. I think jammers do. I think anything interrupts it. Even if you throw a stun at it, you can interrupt an RC car, and it won't be able to drive.
Yeah, but I love the jammer's my new favorite piece of equipment, though. I run around with that thing. I destroy whole camping areas. Just completely take the Claymore's motion sensors away from the enemy in one of the buildings. It's awesome.
Are you mobile with it? Like, do you pick up
Yeah.
your jammer, put it down somewhere, kill everybody in that area, then pick it back up and move?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I was using it when I was.
I feel like because I use the motion sensor, and I feel like putting it down and picking it up leaves you unarmed for a long time. You can die doing that.
I feel like that switching weapons off the ground, it takes like 5 seconds.
Oh, yeah, I mentioned that once before to Hutch. It's especially bad if your secondary is a launcher. And he's like, oh, you need to learn to YY. Now, I know what YY does. I know how it cancels and speeds up reloads and things like that.
Why?
I still haven't figured out how to pick up something on the ground really quickly when you have a launcher in your hand.
I think there's a delay. I just think that it's there like that because they don't want people.
I like it. I like it though. It
I look
should
at
be
it like
waiting to
this.
launch.
Yeah, I look at it like this. I don't run launchers because launchers are for bitches and noobs.
Yes.
I don't plan
Destrella.
on giving you a kill streak, so I don't need the launcher.
Here's the deal. I have an anti-air class that has my G11, and sometimes I run that because it's not, because I want the G11. Like, I'll be on a distance map, so I want to run that. And if I see a good secondary on the ground, given that it's the Strela, so it's not like I'm noob tubing, but I'm like, oh, I'd rather have this, secondary on the ground than my launcher. It's like 5-7 seconds to switch that thing and then pick up something off the ground.
Kyle, I thought you said a couple podcasts ago that you were running RPGs a lot in this game.
I ran them a little bit, like but not much at all. Like I ran them probably that day I ran them a little bit, just goofing around. But
Yeah.
they're definitely not Modern Warfare 2 RPGs.
Mm-hmm.
My secondary is usually the Makarov with extended mags.
Yeah.
Pretty much all
I
I
use the
run.
Python with the speed loader a lot, or the Makarov with extended mags.
I've got the Python and speed reloader on every class except for my anti-air class. That's my gun.
I think the whole killing kill streaks shouldn't be in the game. I think it should be like COD 4 or World at War. Nobody killed kill streaks back then. You got a helicopter, you had to deal with it. I mean, yeah, there was turret guns on some stages that you could take them out easily, but for the most part, the helicopter was there to stay. It was a punishment for you doing bad.
Yeah, it was sometimes you could team kill the helicopter, and that was pretty cool.
The only
it's-
way here's what the launcher should be. You should have an RPG with 3 rockets. It goes semi-straight. You should have the law rocket with 1 shot that has semi-heat-seeking ability, where if the helicopter doesn't move, then it'll hit it, and if you're aiming right at it. But if the helicopter's strafing, it completely misses.
In Call of Duty 4, like as I got better at the game, I was almost never a 1 KD player. Like I went from like a .75 to like a 1.5. Now, of course, your KD doesn't change like that, but the scores I was averaging on a night is like I became that guy who suffered from kill streaks to guys who got the kill streaks, and that was a huge change. The rich get richer in the older Call of Duties. In the new one, it's not quite like that. Kill streaks don't build on kill streaks, so the rich don't get richer in the same way that they used to.
I'm looking at it like this. I get a chopper gunner, every 15 minutes probably, maybe half hour when I'm playing. All right, what about the guy who doesn't get the chopper gunner all the time? He finally earns his 9 kill streaks. He's worked his ass off for him, and it gets shot down before he gets a kill. How do you think he feels about that?
He's gonna sell the game.
No. Maybe he wanted. That was like his first chopper gunner, and it's gone. It's like he ain't having fun. He's probably mad now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like,
kills, that 9 kills should give you 15. You may be like, it shouldn't do that. It should. It's part of the fun.
I don't want the red diamonds to get messed up. As far as when they spawn, it's gonna take like 5 seconds. Like I think you'll still be able to, like, if you can pinpoint their spawn, you'll still be able to spawn right with a chopper gunner whenever they. When are they planning on doing the red diamond fix?
Probably this week sometime or next week.
Yeah, it might be early next week. They said it takes at least a week. So at least a week from Monday. When's that?
That's so dumb, man. Like I was playing TDM on WMD today, and I got 2 chopper gunners, and my final score was still only like 36 kills. So that means that, and I know I died 3 times, so it's just bullshit. I got at least 25 kills, so I got about 5 kills per chopper gunner tops.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're that.
Yeah. The first day the game came out, now those 2 chopper gunners would have been like a 48 kill TDM. So sad face on me, but I don't know what to say. I think the kill streaks should be devastating. I think they should absolutely destroy. And if you don't like that, then go inside a building.
It's funny, yeah. As I think about it, the chopper gunner, the first one, that's a 9 kill streak, right?
Yes.
I think it's less powerful than the 7 was back in Call of Duty 4. And the airstrike at 5 would help you get 7. I mean, if you could put together a 5 kill streak, you'd get a better chopper than you get now at 9.
Exactly, you do. Because I average about 5 kills with a chopper gunner, unless I'm playing complete blithering idiots.
And it's worth noting, in COD 4, you call in that chopper gunner on your next life, and get you halfway to your next chopper gunner.
Yep.
I mean, if you could get 5 kills in that game, there's a good chance it's worth 15 between the 2 airstrikes and 2 chopper gunners.
Yeah, I've seen, like, there's a clip in HQ Fighter's old montage where, like, he's playing domination on Bog, and he gets his airstrike and then dies, then drops it, and dies as he's dropping it, and he just keeps that process going where the airstrikes are getting him airstrikes in ground war, and it's just retarded. He gets like 20 kills with like 3 or 4 airstrikes.
It could do that in World at War too. Like if you died, called in dogs, it could get you more dogs. So
have you guys ever had the helicopter in COD 4 get triple feeds for you by itself?
In hardcore, definitely.
Oh yeah.
I've had it in core before. It's like bam, 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 bam.
I've seen a quad. You know how sometimes it'll shoot at that rocket. Usually won't even get any kills.
Yeah.
I've seen one of those get a quad. Actually, we have the clip still laying around.
Do you remember in COD 4, everyone used to act like the good players played hardcore, and everyone else?
Oh my God, those people are so dumb.
Yeah. People who play hardcore do it because they can't shoot.
Yeah, it's like, which is harder, shoot somebody once or to shoot somebody 3 times? You tell me who's better. Like you can shoot somebody once, congrats. I can shoot them 3 times in a row. Like I don't know why you think you have more skill.
Oh yeah. Everyone did that. Now I think of hardcore as just about a dead game mode. I don't know anybody that plays it.
You never see any gameplays from it. I'll tell you what I want to see though. I want to see a hardcore free-for-all gameplay where where everyone is not running Ghost and the guy gets dogs. I want to see those dogs just destroy. I want to see him like rush to his 11 kill streak, get the dogs, and then end the game in 2 minutes flat.
Here's another fact. World at War, the dogs are stronger than this game.
Are you think?
I know so. Like hardcore, 7 kill streak, 1 hit kills.
Oh yeah.
They had 200 health in hardcore, the same as core.
They have 200 health?
Yeah, they had 200 health in World at War.
No way they have 200 health in Black Ops.
Oh yeah, you'd hit mark them with the PTRS.
Yeah, you couldn't even snipe a dog. You'd have to hit it twice.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have to, it might have been 150. I'm sorry, it might have been 150.
Okay.
But they had more than a human.
Yeah,
They should have more than a human. They're dogs.
My KD against dogs in Black Ops is, I don't know what it is. It's enormous. Like I bet I.
Here's what I think. I think they should keep dogs like they are, but drop it down to an 8-kill streak and move the Blackbird up to 11.
Ooh, don't
That
think
makes
Blackbird
everyone
is the
so
best
mad.
kill streak.
Everyone
Blackbird's
loves
the biggest.
Blackbird.
Yeah, but it's the best kill streak on the game. It does not deserve to be an 8. It's way better than dogs. I get more kills with a Blackbird than I ever do with dogs.
Well, you have to
Yeah.
keep earning them though.
And Blackbirds earn Blackbirds.
That is
Yeah.
true.
It's kind of
I think
weird.
that's the best thing about the Blackbird. If you save it until your next death, call it in, start building
Yeah,
towards your
like
next
you got 6
Blackbird
people
kill
and
streak.
all you have Blackbird on. As soon as the first person gets it, everybody else gets it, and the other team's fucked the rest of the game.
Mhm.
Yeah. Also, or sometimes people call it in and it helps them get their 9 and 11s. You know, all of a sudden they'll get a Blackbird, and in the right hands, that's, I don't want to say automatic because you still have to earn it, but in the right hands, that Blackbird turns into a chopper gunner and a helicopter.
You know, it's hard as shit to die with a
Gunship.
Blackbird. Hard
I
as
can do
shit.
it. I could do it.
Yeah,
You
that would be an
gotta make
interesting
a
stat.
serious mistake.
I'd like to
You
know what my KDR is when I've got a Blackbird up. I was thinking about that earlier. It's at least an 8. It's got to be an 8 because I know when I die, I'm always like, "What the fuck was I doing? No!"
Most of
And
your
it's-
deaths come from somebody just sneaking up on you.
And I was
Yeah.
I remember it happened the other day, but it was 2 guys around a corner. One of them ran out, and I shot him, and he went into last stand. And instead of immediately shooting him, I used him as bait for the other guy, and the other guy just never came. So I was like, all right, I'll finish the last stand guy off. But I never had reloaded, so I go and shoot the last stand guy, and then the other one comes around the corner. It's just like in a
Have you-
situation like that, shit happens, but most of the time, good to go.
Have you been in a lobby where there's where you got a team running Blackbird in all their kill streak setups, and then the other team starts catching on, and all of them start rolling counter UAV, and every time you call in a Blackbird, they'll throw up their counter.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know,
I've
throw
seen
that
more
down.
counter UAVs lately.
It's
That's
annoying
like-
because people are starting to catch on that counter is so useful in this game.
Yep.
It's such bullshit. How does a 4-kill streak kill an 8-kill streak?
You know what else works? Well, there's motion sensors, and then that equipment that Kyle likes. What's it called again?
Jammer.
The jammer, yeah. Jammer and jammers, and I didn't mean to say motion sensors. I meant decoys. They both look like full triangles on Blackbird, so they screw up.
Yeah, the decoys are amazing for Blackbirds. You can throw people off,
Yeah,
especially if
I
you
don't
like throw
have-
them out in the open.
I don't have any decoy class. People don't get Blackbirds against me much because I run with such a
Yeah.
strong party.
Yeah.
You mentioned dogs a minute ago, and you're KD against dogs, but I was like trying to think how many times dogs have been called against me, and it's 3. I know exactly. It's 3 times that dogs have been called against me, and 2 of them for sure were care packages.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say they come from care package and stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
But what was I gonna say? Wings and I were looking at my stats. I don't think I've ever been killed by a dog, ever, not once.
You have it.
I haven't
Yeah.
either. Look at mine.
Yeah.
I guarantee
Dogs
I
take
haven't.
2 bullets to kill. It's like, okay.
Oh, and they bark, man.
Yeah,
like if there's
you can
one
sound-
place where all my sound whoring expertise comes in handy, it's the damn dogs. That I am never surprised by a dog.
The only thing
The
bad
sound's
about
going to get better, isn't it? Even
They
better?
say it, yeah. I'm glad I have Ninja Pro. I'll be able to try it out right
Me
away.
too.
Yeah. The only thing bad about my suggestion would be is, one, all the Blackbird users would get mad that they have to actually work for it now for the best kill streak on the game, and 2, free for all would be fucked up. Because dogs still rip ass in free for all, at least right now.
Yeah, that's
Just keep-
yeah, that's true. Because in free for all, you have to watch your back, and dogs are trickier to deal with.
Mhm.
I don't know. I just think I'd be happier with the game if they got rid of the Strela and go.
I would too. Get rid of the Strela and get rid of Ghost.
Because I don't have a hard time. UAVs are plentiful. Just if the motherfuckers would just show up on my UAV, I'd know where to go. I'd know where to go.
The
then.
game would be fast paced. You know, all right, they're spawning over there. Let's go over there. Let's take the fight to them. No. All right, those 2 are spawning over there, but how many of the people are over here on this side of the map that I haven't killed yet?
Yeah, you can see how bad the spawns are bad because and it wouldn't matter if the spawns are bad if there wasn't ghosts. Because when you got a Blackbird up, you'll like push their spawn and you'll see like 5 guys instantly spawn behind you. Like, what the fuck?
I'm with
Turn
you on the
around.
ghost thing, but there's more. Not only do they have ghost, but even without ninja, they virtually have ninja because the sound
Yeah.
is broken.
Yeah, you can't hear them.
And they have commando. So
And
there they
they have-
are. They have ghost, they have ninja, and they have commando, and the spawns switch behind you. That's the frustration I had with this game. But
And they all love the FAMAS. I'm just saying. I don't have a problem with FAMAS.
Or the AK-74U.
But I don't have a problem with the 7.4U at all. Like, kill me with it all you want. The FAMAS is what bothers me. Because that 7.4U, I know you talk about sniping people at long range, but it takes 5 bullets at long range.
it does 5 bullets, and that's if there's no penetration kills in the mix. You know,
Yeah.
if there's penetration kills, sometimes you got to get like 12 shots on target. That's a toughie.
Yeah.
FAMAS, however, is going to kill much faster, and it's got a much higher rate of fire that you can actually go full auto in bursts or whatever. And up close, the FAMAS is probably the second best SMG. I mean, that FAMAS up close with steady aim is pretty lethal.
Yeah, I like the FAMAS. I like the G11 the most. Are they gonna nerf it?
Yeah, hopefully.
I don't
They
care.
I haven't seen nothing about them nerfing. I've seen that 74U being talked about.
Because the G11 has the hip spray of a submachine gun. I heard they were gonna make it like an assault rifle.
I know it's banned in MLG play.
Is it?
G11?
Yeah, G11, they're not allowed to use it.
You can use it in game battles though, right? I haven't.
Yeah, I think game battles, but MLG they won't let you use the G11. Because I think that was getting talked about in the Optic versus Envious thing. Because somebody asked why they wouldn't use it. Like nobody was using the G11.
At the highest levels of competitive gaming, their aim is so good. I can see because the G11 gets a lot of one bursts. That thing would just be a laser beam. It'd be the M16 from COD 4.
I think it'd be better just because of how much higher rate of fire it is, and you still get one burst.
The G11 is still G11 is the best burst fire weapon they've ever had on Call of Duty.
Yeah.
You put the G11 against the FAMAS in Modern Warfare 2, the G11 would beat it every time.
The follow-up burst is so much faster.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
just the rate of fire on it. Just imagine
Yeah,
putting
that's what I'm
stopping
talking
power
about.
on that gun.
I think you're right. It might be the best burst gun ever in Call of Duty series.
But I don't use it because I love red dots too much, and I'm putting the video up after I
was
get
just
off
about
here.
to say that, dude. The M16 in Call of Duty, you put a red dot on it, and all of a sudden, you know, it might be as easy to use as the G11. I mean, COD 4. I said Call of Duty, but yeah, in COD 4, that M16 with a red dot was a pretty good gun,
Yeah.
but it didn't have the hip fire.
Just to toot my own horn, look at the 11 kill streaks now. You got dogs and gunship. All right, I think the Blackbird would be more suited as 11 kill streak because you have a team-oriented 11 kill streak and a killing 11 kill streak. Gunship or Blackbird, you got to choose.
Yeah, where would you want dogs to be? Like a 7?
8.
8?
Just switch
want to
around with
replace it,
Blackbird.
switch them around. Yeah.
Below the gunship, huh?
Yeah, below it.
Wait, did I say gunship? What's the 9 called? Chopper gunner?
Dude,
Yeah.
dude,
Yeah.
watch Hutch's video. He just put it up.
We get a links. But I think dogs are weak enough in a team-based game that they don't warrant 11 kills. I mean, yeah, sometimes you get like 5 or 6 kills, but sometimes the attack helicopter gets you 5 or 6 kills. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of changing them, just switch them.
Are you talking about the stupid people are stupid video, Kyle?
Yeah.
All right,
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
I already watched it
Seen
before
that.
this year.
I don't know how to watch it without playing it.
There's a lot of racism in the comments. You should read the comments.
Yeah, look at that number 1 rated comment.
The
Can you
problem I'm
mute
having
yourself?
is
here's how I do it.
the problem. You guys there?
Yeah.
Yeah, the problem I'm having is I don't know how to get in touch with Treyarch. I mean, every time I tweet to one of them, they ignore me.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I mean, like, obviously we are the most influential people in the gaming market. I mean, pretty much we control at least a third of the Call of Duty community with everybody combined. Why don't they bring the commentators into, you know, the whole idea of, you know, patching and game balance and like, I have a lot better ideas than knife lunge. I mean, won't they explain why knife lunge is needed?
Yeah.
I mean, why is knife lunge needed? I understand why it's there. I bet you money I can pinpoint it why it's there. Because these stupid fucking mini games. We want to be able to demote people. Fuck your demoting people. I want to be able to walk around a corner and not have to worry about some faggot knifing me because he's got Ghost on and I bump into his ass. That's what I want to worry about. You know, I was playing free-for-all. I was playing TACMAS Pro free-for-alls all that yesterday. You know how many times I got fucking knifed?
How many?
At least 6 times a game. At least.
Damn. Now, do you think that's due to bad spawns or because of the lunge?
Lunge.
People sneaking up on you.
Because I was far enough away to initiate the gunfight. So I'll bump into somebody. My first instinct is to back up, not to press the knife button.
Yeah.
It's to back up. And it'll just lunge me while I'm backing up.
There might be some in the mechanic that while you're backing up, like they can have a farther range on you or something. Because I feel like whenever you watch a really long range knife video, the person was moving in the opposite direction. So I think it gives it even more like of a...
Somebody stabbed me up a flight of stairs yesterday.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, he went up 4 stairs to stab me. When I saw him, I had already been stabbed once, so I was like, all right, I'm going to be careful about this. I'm not going to let this motherfucker stab me again. I'm going to get myself into stab mode. It's not happening. And I look down the stairs, and I see him at the bottom of the staircase. I'm like, aha, you're not stabbing me this time, bitch. Brrr, stab.
No. It's so bad that motherfuckers, you can actually see the guy think about it. It's like,
Yeah,
boom,
yeah.
he's going to knife me.
Yeah, I say it so many times. I'm like, he's going to stab me. Like, a quarter second later, I'm stabbed. Like, I know it. I see the way he's moving that he has no intentions to use a gun. He's all about that insta-kill, that auto-aim, insta-kill, stupid slash knife bullshit. That's what he's going to do.
I mean, it's stronger than the fucking shotguns.
I just want it to backfire on them. I want Flak Jacket Pro to make them stab me, and their knife gets stuck in my flak jacket, and I'm just looking at them. And
and then you just pick them up by the fucking throat and throw them on the stairs or some shit.
Yeah,
what's up, bitch?
It goes like tap X to humiliate, and I tap X, and my guy just starts like doing what's that thing that the boxers do when they like spin their fists on the speed bag? Yeah, I want to speed bag the guy's face real quick, and then
I think some like assassinations or humiliations would be cool in COD, like they did with Halo Reach.
If they don't switch to dogs, I want my dogs to be fucking hellhounds, and that when they come out to be like, oh, fetch me their souls, and motherfuckers fog rolling on the map and shit. That's how
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking the other day, like, different things. Like, I think our ideas were hellhounds or attack bears.
Oh.
And I had an idea, instead of, like, the Grim Reaper, I wanted a Grim Reaper-type gun that shot angry weasels at my enemies and just engulfed them in a swarm of angry weasels.
Dude, I think it'd be cool if one of the kill streaks were birds, right? Like, maybe they didn't kill you in one blast, but they come from the sky and they're really hard to shoot, so it's like the movie The Birds, like they're like swarming all over you. 3 of them eventually get their hits and you drop and then you respawn and
they go for the eyes. They would go for your eyes and your vision would be permanently blurred a little more every time they hit you, kind of like the riot shield taking damage back in Modern Warfare 2.
Birds would be an awesome kill streak.
Press right for attack eagles. Fuck yeah! You press it, you hear.
People are looking in the sky, you shoot them in the chest while they're looking up.
Think about this. Maybe the attack eagles could have explosives.
What do you guys think of like when other shooters start coming out and people start picking up on the idea of kill streaks like they did with Battlefield 2?
I think it might take somebody who doesn't work for Activision to perfect the idea.
Imagine like alien kill streaks, like crazy stuff. I think that's gonna be a lot of fun. Like I think
I also think subsonic kill streaks where you let out a subsonic screech and it like stuns people or something.
Dude, do you remember Sark's idea for a kill streak?
Yes,
so
the
publicity plane. It's like the publicity plane. So it goes over the enemy team, but it pronounces your voice all the time.
And you can talk shit.
So you're like,
that's amazing.
You are gay. Everyone on this team is gay.
Just do that.
And if you could come up with a good voice, you might even be able to get like trick them into doing something. Like, we're losing Alpha. Like maybe if you did a really good Ice Cube impression, we're losing Alpha. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh shit, and they all run back to Alpha. Like, we're not losing Alpha. We lost B. God damn it.
I would so run the propaganda plane.
I would too, man. I would run the propaganda plane every kill streak, and I would come up with new shit to do. Like I would have an air horn ready. Like just
that'd be something you have to like pre-record, like before the game's like record 10 seconds for your propaganda plane.
Exactly, and it would just be everybody like, God damn, not again. The kid keeps getting 5 kill streaks. Make him stop.
If they could make a shooter that was that ridiculous, like you got Eagles, you got Sonic Boom, crazy shit, it's like really fast-paced yet balanced shooter, I think that would be amazing. Like with the propaganda playing, there's like all sorts of interactive stuff. But are there any companies out there that are working on big shooter projects right now, like that are going to be able to
Battlefield 3
compete with Halo and Modern Warfare?
Well, Halo's not even a competition anymore, dude.
Yeah, it's funny. Like, so with Modern Warfare 2, I was totally interested in finding a new shooter. Like, I don't want to say I was done with Call of Duty, but I was open to new ideas. And Halo came out, and nope, didn't go big. Didn't like it.
What is the Major Nelson report on Halo right now, Woody?
I'll tell you. So the number 1 game is Black Ops. The number 2 game is Modern Warfare 2, and the number 3 game is Halo Reach.
Halo's still in there.
I haven't been on Halo since Medal of Honor.
I haven't been on since mid-October.
Yeah, Medal of Honor was a game I was willing to give a try. See how that worked. But
I really liked the single player on that game. I was actually going to put some single player footage up because I think it's the coolest thing in video game history. And when you're in that one mission, go
ahead,
mute your shit then, because I'm saying it. And you're in that one mission, and you're trapped and trying to clear the LZ, and the guys are like, "We can't do it. We're getting overrun," and they're basically dooming themselves to die because they realize they're going to die, and then the fucking Apaches swoop in and just start poning the shit out of them. And then you switch right to the Apache mission, like you jump right up into the Apaches, and then that music kicks in, that like softcore rock music. That shit made my hair stand up on my neck.
It's got a good campaign. I never picked it up. I didn't like the beta.
Dude, listen, that mission's just like straight out of a movie because these guys are like thinking about their mama and shit, and you're getting everywhere. You're getting flooded, and these guys hitting you with these RPGs, and the building you're in starting to fall down. It's just crazy.
Do you guys remember when I told you about that guy who wanted me to bring him a bag of money or whatever, or he was gonna beat me up?
No.
Yeah.
He just sent me a message, and he goes, remember, I'm the guy who wanted you to leave $500 in a bag in Toccoa. Well, now I know your actual address, and he does know my actual address, and I'm coming for you on Christmas Day. I'm going to take your presents. I've already watched your house to see your habits, so I'm ready for you. I hope to hell you show up, my little friend.
What you need to do, Kyle, is next couple days just start cleaning your guns on the front porch so you can see your habits.
Oh, you can't, dude. They can't. Yeah, this guy's an idiot. Like, first of all, you can't see my house from the road, my friend. I got a quarter-mile long driveway with
a big gate that says.
I think what it is that we just did a podcast where we talked about you getting trolled, and now there's probably going to be a few other people trying.
Yeah,
to start
probably so. Yeah, but he knows my address. It's pretty funny. I hope you do show up. Please do. If you make it past my 9 dogs that are outside, you actually make it into the interior of the home, you'll find that you're in one of those situations like that movie, The People Under the Stairs.
Here's what you need to do, dude.
Well.
This is a Russia video. When he's getting attacked by the dogs outside, you're like, "FPS Russia, bringing you new humiliation tactics. Look at the intruder." And he's got like dogs hanging off of him. This is Black Ops, my friends. Call in the hellhounds.
Like people don't understand. Like I want someone to try to break into my home. It's like a fantasy of mine. Like, you ever had that fantasy that like the hot pizza lady comes and she's like, and you're like, would you like a tip? And she's like, you're like, hang on, I'll get you a tip. And she's like, I want the whole thing. That's like some people's fantasy. Mine is that someone tries to break into my house.
Drive up to the gas station, is getting robbed. You just open up the door, clack, clack.
Oh man, please break into my house.
Put your address in the stream.
Oh my god, I would, but they'll mail me weird shit. They're not gonna. Nobody's dumb enough to actually try to break in.
I don't know. Maybe you'd like to read some of the.
You guys heard about?
Videos.
Maybe you didn't hear about this. 3 people showed up at the Moody Swede's house, asking for them to get added on Xbox. Like, went to his house.
I did hear about that.
Yeah, I didn't shoot a shotgun over their head or something. Like, get the fuck off my yard.
That'd be scary, man. Imagine Wings freaking blasting a shotgun over your head. You don't know. Wings could be crazy. Actually, I think I do know, and I think I know that he is crazy.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Wings wants to shoot people.
Just want to see what it feels like. Is that so much hard to ask? I mean, like,
Yeah, I don't care if people have my address. I give it, like, whenever somebody asks for it, I give it to them. Like, if like, hey, I want to mail you something, I figure like half of them just want my address for some weird reason. But a lot of people like send me GameCubes and shit, so I'll give it out. Probably get it out to like 20 people. I don't care.
Yeah, I'll probably get mine out by 20 people too. I don't give a fuck. What are you gonna do? You gonna bring your whole posse over?
Yeah.
All right. I got hand grenades I've always wanted to use. Bring them on.
Like, see, these kids don't realize where we live. They're thinking like we live in like a neighborhood with people where they could like drive up to our house and like throw a bag of dog shit at us. You have to drive a quarter mile into my land just to see my house. Okay, it's not like you're driving on the highway and you're like, hey, that's Kyle's house. No, you're like, hey, there's a dark asphalt driveway that goes down a hill and snakes through the woods, then goes up a hill for a quarter mile. With an electric fence that you have to go through. Oh yeah, there's Kyle's house up there. Oh look, there's his window. I bet he could pick me off from there if I were running. It wouldn't matter. Yeah, it's and I'm not exaggerating.
I don't live that kind of out in the woods, but I'm in an area where if you hear a gunshot, you don't call the police. You don't give a second thought about it.
No, it's
like I hear gunshots every day. It's like blah blah blah. I guess old Bill got that deer he's been looking for. You know, either that or his wife got caught with the mailman. One of the two. Yeah, but I could go out and shoot a gun in my backyard. It would be no problem.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm gonna hang up and recall the podcast real quick so that I can get on processing and getting on iTunes. Just one sec. That was it. Oh, shucks. All the crank calls are calling again.
You know, the worst part is the worst part is I keep rock salt in my shotgun for the first 2 blasts. So I might even shoot your ass straight up and you won't even know it. Just because you pissed me off.
Ooh, yeah. I don't think I'd want to shoot anybody.
Oh,
I'd like to shoot a bad guy, but think of all the trouble it would bring you.
Man, I'd blast that motherfucker with rock salt so quick he wouldn't even know what hit him.
Really?
Morton's ice cream salt.
Maybe that's the thing then, because you could probably. Can you do that without getting in trouble? I don't even know.
Yeah, you can. It'd be considered assault, worst thing. Like here, Extreme. Hear that?
Oh my god.
You gotta love those 8-round tubes.
But like it. So here's the deal: if I shoot a guy and I intentionally aim for his foot, trying not to kill him, they don't care, right? You know, like you shoot a guy, you shoot a guy. They don't say, well, you know, he actually had a kind motive. He didn't want to actually kill him. They don't say that. That's not how the law works. If you fill a gun with rock salt, do they treat it like a BB gun, where it's not necessarily a deadly weapon?
No, if you do it unjustly, it'll be considered assault, like you hit a guy, because it can't kill you. But it would.
I'm pretty sure if you shot somebody in the head with it.
Maybe if you shot him in the face with it.
Yeah.
But if you shot him in the body, it won't kill you. Ginger, it'll be all right. I just got the gun. I got a vicious peekapoo here too. See, now I'm now see, this is where I'd worry about, because I'm reloading this gun, and all of my bullets are 3.5-inch Magnum, and only 2 of them are rock salt, and I don't have them marked.
Well, you could feel the difference though.
Yeah, they're lighter. I'm trying to scare the stream here.
So you never know what you're getting.
I want a shotgun. You know, the biggest problem for me with getting more long, or better yet, a loaded long rifle, because I have some long guns.
Didn't I talk to you about getting a gun, Woody?
Maybe. I have some long
Middle
guns.
of the night on Skype.
But I keep them unloaded, and I keep the ammo in a safe, because I have a pistol safe, and it fits in there. If I were to keep a loaded long gun, I'd need a full-size safe, and that's the pain in the butt.
I got 3 full-size safes. They're expensive as fuck.
They're expensive, and I don't have a spot for them. I was thinking of, like, all it needs to do is be, like, child-proof. Like, it doesn't need to be flame-proof and all that fun stuff, just to own it.
Yeah, you just need one of those metal, sheet metal ones that just have like a regular style lock. You need like an
where do you keep your Mosin at?
Book cabinet.
Mosin, it's on a shelf, but it's unloaded. You know, so there's no bullets that anyone could get to.
Oh, you just want to? Yeah, I'm about to say, because that thing has a 28-inch barrel. Like, that's a big ass gun.
Right. Yeah. So it's in a gun case, but it's unloaded, and you can't shoot it because you can't get to the bullets because the bullets are in the pistol safe. That's the child-proofing strategy. But if I wanted like a loaded shotgun, like a for whatever, then I'd need a safe that could hold a full-size gun.
Yeah, I ain't got no
Reming-
kids. My safety is
Remington-
not keeping one in the chamber.
Yeah, if I had no kids, I'd do the same thing. Like there'd be no doubt. I'd probably have one under the bed, or next to it, leaning on it. I don't know, something like that. But that's not a good idea in my house.
The Remington, if you wanted a shotgun, Remington just has come out with a 887. That's a pretty cool looking shotgun.
I like the
it-
Marine ones as far as looks. They're always the baddest ass. Like chrome or something.
Well, it depends what you want to do with it. Like, if you take that thing to like a dovetail, everybody's gonna laugh at you.
All right. I guess
You
I
got
also
You want like a multi-purpose shotgun that you could like take hunting if you want, but you could also like shoot Russians as they parachuted in if you needed to.
I see. I got an 870 with the battle barrel and the extended tube.
Yeah, see, that
what's-
will also get you laughed at.
So everyone busts on Kyle because he has a $20,000 shotgun, and they bust on me because I have a $10,000 table saw. The thing is, his shotgun actually was $20,000, and my table saw was $3,000. Like, that's not fair.
I didn't
Why,
say
why would a combat ready shotgun get you laughed at? I wouldn't use it to go like clay shooting, but for home defense, I want something with a short barrel and a lot of ammunition.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you took it out to like, I remember one time we were hunting doves, and this guy showed up with a, I don't know what it was. It was a tactical shotgun with two, it had.
I got a pistol grip and a grip.
Yeah, both, and it had like the peep sights, like instead of like a bead, and it had the full length tube with maybe a 26-inch barrel, and it's like, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah, mine's even got a rail on it, like so I can mount optics. I actually have a little optic C2 sight I can put on it, like
Some
point
people
aim.
go crazy with hate over the tactical stuff. Like they're not into it at all.
I like it a lot. I just think you got to be like it's not something that you want to like take to a dog field. It's a completely different style of shooting. It's like I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what to compare it to, but I mean, you don't go if you're at a dog field, you should have like a like a nice little semi-automatic shotgun with wood grain and everything. But so if you show up looking like the Terminator, everybody's gonna look at you kind of funny.
But think
I
of
was
the
wondering.
success you'd have, right? Like Akimbo shotguns.
None.
Some sunglasses.
No.
Maybe you're right.
Here's the thing. Like I'm gonna come in some money soon. Probably all of us are. When Michelle starts shelling out some cash. But I was actually thinking about getting back into my gun collection. And first thing I want to do is I want to get a battle case for my M1A. And I'm gonna put a holographic sight on it, the front port rip. Get it switched over to a pistol grip with the extendable stock with the cheeks rest. I want a fully tactical man 14 out.
I'm gonna pay off the house. That's my goal. It won't be one check, of course. But if I had no mortgage to pay, and of course my cars are already paid for, that would give me the kind of like FU flexibility that everyone with my level of responsibility dreams of. I could get a job paying $30,000 a year, as long as I had health insurance, and we'd be fine. If I had no car, no house, that'd be, yeah, wow.
Shoot, I was thinking about we'll get another job just to have something to do other than video games. But I was sort of thinking I would have the FU ability to that job. You want me to hang doors? Fuck that. You go hang them.
That's the thing, right? It's not that, but like I don't know, like shucks, a project doesn't go right, and here I am worried about keeping that's just not where I am actually. My project has had big success, but if a project were to go wrong, and I sit here and worry about, well, shucks, if layoffs came right now, I wonder if I'm vulnerable. It'd be like, screw all that. I can get any old job. I don't have to make as much as I do today in my next job. I don't need this much money. House is paid for, cars are paid for. We're good to go. There'd be a whole new level of life security if there was no mortgage, because you could get by on almost no money. So that'd be neat, and that's my first thing. I'm gonna just dump money towards the house and do my thing.
I'm gonna use my machinima money to look into buying a panda.
It's going to come out at the end of this month, isn't it?
No, well, like a little.
Yeah, for me though, I was only a partner for one of the months. And,
yeah, me too.
And I wasn't. I'm doing much better now than I was at that time. And when I think about it, I probably had less than 100,000 subs at that point.
Yeah, you do. It's
So-
gonna be like the check at the end of this month is like 2 or 3, but the one that the check after this one should be
Shoot,
should be pretty nice.
I'm looking at about 10 grand and deleting this month.
I'm not.
Because I had over 3 million views for September, and then in October they switched over to all views counting, even international ones. So you're gonna get that influx on all your rollover videos on Machinima, like all the videos that've been long tailing for you.
But there is going to be a check at the end of December, right? Like I didn't.
I called them about it, and
Never
I was
know,
like, dude, that's bullshit. They should give it to us before Christmas.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping for.
Did they make a call on that? Did they say?
I called and I got
No. Did they make? When I say call, I mean decision. Did they give you any indication?
No, he said sometime before the 31st, which that means it's going to be sometime in January.
Yep.
Oh, wait, sometime. So you're saying they're saying December, and you just predict that translates to January?
It's not a prediction as much as that it's been a proven fact in the history with them.
That's been the trend.
Yeah. I mean, I just don't understand, dude. Like, how hard is it? I mean, you're a multi-million-dollar company. Just give us our money. Make the money back later.
I don't understand why they can't do that. It's and like honestly, like I wish they could pay us every month. That'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah, I talked to him about that too. I'm like, who do I need to talk to maybe get a fire started to get this thing rolling? I don't know. Can I get HR's number? No.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That's what, like if we get paid every month, I was telling Woody the other day, I'd be much more motivated to make videos. Because like as of right now, like I mean the check's well over 10. So like
I'm getting paid monthly too, though. On top of, I just have a lot of machinima coming because I pumped out all my sports videos when I made all those sports videos, and I got a lot more long tail from all my old posts too.
Yeah.
It's almost not fair because they stopped me from making side money, but they're so lenient on actually paying me.
Yeah, they don't want you to like sell friend requests, but they pay every 5 months.
It's there's a delay there. I'd feel good if I got so now that they have this partnership program and people's personal channels are monetized, then I'd love to see them pay out on that a couple times and just make me feel really comfortable that it's going to happen like we dream it will.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that one in March. If I see that one in March and it's not what I think, I'll be pretty upset. To be honest with you.
Yeah,
because
it's a straight rate. I mean, I'm sure you'll get what you want to see. If you're doing the math right, like.
Yeah.
I don't know, because you got to account for like mobile views, and you never know what you're getting paid for.
Yeah, mobile embedded views. I don't know who embeds my videos, but I know by YouTube standards I make anywhere from 200 to 400,000 views a day.
Mhm.
So, am I getting paid for all of that? I don't know.
Are they going to give me $35,000 or not?
Yeah, it's like, do I get $35,000, $40,000 every period, or do I not get $35,000, $40,000 every period?
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see, because that's a lot of money.
Panda Boy, technically our contract's been broke twice by now, so.
Yeah, there's a power imbalance, I guess, but I'd give them a little slack, I suppose.
Yeah, I do.
Pay me late. Yeah, it's like I don't go
but
crazy over
I really wanted to get this money early because one, I'm still living off the money I got paid last time, and two, my brother just got redeployed, and I really wanted to give him a nice Christmas present this year. I was gonna buy him one of those Navy SEAL tactical watches, which are about $300-400. With the money I got in the bank right now, I can't swing that and pay bills, But if I got paid, I could. It's kind of fucked up.
I hear you. Yeah, no, I just live off my regular job, and this, is all lumpy extra money.
I'm the same as Wings. I'm living off this right now, but it's really easy. I mean, I barely have to pay any money for rent. I'm living with 2 other people. It's really cheap, so.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at this 100% like a job. People are like, oh, you get paid to play video games. Dude, this job is this is a 10-hour day job.
It's a job too. Like
I feel like it's a life job. I feel like you wake up.
I don't get days off. I don't get this. If I don't work, I don't get paid.
I don't know if I work quite as much as you do, Wings, at gaming, but I work a lot at it too, more than most do. And I put up a video or two every day. I'm not too far behind you. And It's work. When I was a teenager, I had this notion that being a professional gambler might be a really fun job, right? Just playing for a living. How cool would that be? And not that I was any kind of big-time gambler. Or anything. I'd bet $30 in a day. Like, that would be my cap. So I was goofing around. But I got to thinking, like, wow, if I was so smart that I'd actually make this profitable, how awesome would that be? Man, the adult me that knows what it would really be like to sit there in a sometimes smoky gambling hall looking at the cards again and again, worried things aren't going your way, having no assurances. Being a pro gambler is not a fun job. That is a dreadful, draining, life soul-sucking job. And
yeah, life shortening too, because all the stress.
I wouldn't doubt it at all. And just playing a game for like how much do you think you play game wings? 10 hours a day, 12
About
hours
10
a day?
hours a day, anywhere from 8 to 10 hours a day.
Yeah, that a 10-hour gaming session might seem fun the first time. Like, wow, this was such a neat day. I had so much time to devote to it. Just go 30 days in a row.
Go a year doing it.
Yeah, and you'll be like, wow, I'm shoulder. What is it? Shoulder the grindstone? What do you put on the grindstone? But you're just back at the, hammering away, getting your game.
I think it's axe to the grindstone.
Axe to the grindstone. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I think it's nose.
Nose. Yeah, they're all saying nose in the stream. So yeah, balls to the wall, that works too. But yeah, it can be a grind. It's anything when you wrap work around it, even if it's playing games, becomes work. That's what happens, and it's a better job than some. I think if it started off as cleaning pigeon poo from roofs, that would only get worse. But it's not glorious.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to like
awesome,
re-single houses.
I'm really, really happy. You guys are happy. I hope, at least, right, with where you're going.
I don't hate my life as much as I used to.
I guess that's one way to put it. But I mean, I'd say I'm pretty happy.
I mean, when I used to work for the other company I used to work for, I was actually planning routes to go in there and just kill everybody because I hated them that much. I didn't hate the people I worked with, but I hated the ideals and the way they worked, how they did operations. Like, instead of actually paying more people to come in and give people like needed breaks or maybe time with their family, improve the quality of their life, they just overworked them and didn't give a shit. And then they'd make us sit in these fucking little meetings and try to justify how 3% of the total 3% of the total profit of the company goes to payroll, but they'll cut from this percentage before they cut from the 30% of like the raw materials or like overhead. It's like, all right, so the people in the office don't get pencils next week. Give me my motherfucking money or hire somebody. One of the two, dude. And if you get overworked so much, you don't even give a fuck how much money you make. I'm dead serious. You could be making $45 an hour. Motherfucker be like, yeah, dude, I'd work all fucking day. No, you won't. You work about 70 hours in 1 week. You won't care if they paid you $100 an hour. You want to go home. You just want to go to sleep, wake up, and not have to go to work the next day. I'm nowhere near that point.
That kind of describes how much I've been working lately. I've been working so much. This vacation I have right now came at a wonderful time.
I mean, it's what makes people crack. It literally does. Fucking bad ideals, bad companies. I mean, I understand greed, and I might even go the same way, but because I want to get into a franchise. Because I know that what I'm doing right now is never going to last as long as I want it to last. So I'm gonna try to, if I make a good amount of money here, I'm gonna try to invest it somewhere else, so I don't have to go back to that life of, working for somebody else. Because I hate fucking working for somebody else.
Yeah.
I don't think you've ever experienced that yet, have you, Muzz? Where you're at the point where you just want to get in a car wreck on the way to work, so you don't have to go to work.
I've never worked 70 hours. No, definitely not. But I had a lot of shit jobs in high school. Had to work starting when I was a junior. Worked like 4 or 5 different fast food places, and that was, I guess during the summer I worked a little more than full time, like 45 hours a week, and that was pretty much the most work stress I've had. So I've never had a super extreme, but I did.
45 a week. That was like a week off.
Yeah.
I mean, the point is, I used to go to work so fucking often, and it happened for like 3 years straight. I went to work so fucking often that I didn't even know why I went home, because all I did to go home was take a shower and go to sleep, and it was right back up.
And Wings, if you were like me, it wasn't that you were exhausted, like physically. It wasn't like I was sleep deprived. I mean, they let you have enough sleep. It was that I was like soul deprived. Like, life had lack of meaning because all I did was crap someone else wanted me to do.
I felt like a sweatshop worker.
Mm-hmm.
It's like every day the same shit. I worked on a factory type setting, so it was monotonous work too. You do this, you do this, you do this, you do this. If something breaks down, you call maintenance, and it's like, fuck this, dude. Fuck you. Fuck your job. I mean, then you get those couple bosses that have their nose up their ass. Pat Bell, fuck you. If I see your fat ass again, I'm gonna punch your nose to your fucking head. I should have slashed your motherfucking tires.
I can't think of a boss I really hated. It was just a work situation that I hated. They just had too much to do. All my coworkers were working just as hard as me. My boss was working just as hard as me, but I didn't like it. There was no reason to work that hard. It was terrible.
Oh man, dude, I don't care. I don't care what line of work you're in. It could be pushing papers or pushing shovels. When people overwork you is the worst thing in your life. It's like feel like you're in a prison. You seriously do.
Yeah, it's overwork is rough, and it's sometimes when you first get going, like if you haven't been doing it very long and you overwork, it's almost fun. Like I think Kyle was there at one point with his selling cars, where it was he came in on Christmas, he came in on Thanksgiving, and it was like fun, and but let that continue. You do that for 15 years, it's a whole different thing. It's not fun anymore in the slightest. It's just a dreadful soul-sucking operation.
I don't know. I think they laid me off because they knew I was about to snap.
Maybe you were lucky about that.
Yeah, I did. I probably was lucky. It makes me think, does things happen for a reason? Like, did I actually have to experience that job to push me towards this? Because I've always been good at video games. Well, not always. I mean, there's times, but I've always had the strive to be better at video games. Like even when I first got like a Nintendo, I was like, Mario. Everybody's playing Mario at school. I'm like, yeah, dog. I beat Mario in 5 minutes. Like, how you do that? Like I'll be telling them about the whistles and shit, how to skip the levels, and it's always been my niche. And then it just kept going on. I've always loved video games. It's like, how cool would it be to work as playing video games? That'd be the neatest shit in the world.
What was the point when you knew that you were gonna, when you saw that YouTube was gonna start making you some money?
When Machinima offered me a contract.
You were just like, hell yes.
Contract? Or the
Start
partnership?
The first one in December, because when I first started doing this, Machinima didn't have the respawn channel. They had the big channel, but they didn't have the respawn channel. Mm-hmm. And I originally started building my channel in hopes of getting a YouTube partnership, which at the time I didn't know I couldn't do it with gaming videos. And then about a month in, I actually realized I couldn't do it anymore, and I was like, shucks, damn, I'm going to have to go get another friggin' job. And by that time, it's like Machinima had offered me a contract. I was like, oh, here's a way out.
Yeah. That Machinima contract for me wasn't really about money. It was, it made me feel like I was in the club, And I think when I got mine was they were starting to lower their standards. Like the original club was like Hutch, Anners, you, Kyle, like Power Puncher was in. Some of these guys who were like old school and I was new, and but it just to be included with that group was really cool to me. Now, I don't know. Now a lot of people have Machinima contracts.
Yeah, there's a lot of directors and
Jake scoping.
I was playing with Lindsay. The other night, and I asked her if she could name all the directors, and she couldn't do it.
Oh no! How many are there?
300? She deals with all the complaints, and she's laughing about how many complaints I get.
How many complaints you get? What do you mean?
Like she knows me because of all the complaints, because I never met her before. Uh-huh. And she's like, I know you. You're the guy always getting the complaints on.
Well, what kind of complaints are they?
Oh, people say I don't belong on Machinima and things of that nature. People just trying to mess me up.
That you don't belong? Oh, belong on Machinima?
Yeah, you know, the
Oh.
whole, like, you know what, Wing said this, Wing said that.
No, I don't know. I don't think I get any complaints to Machinima about me.
I mean,
But there's haters out there. Everybody has
you
haters.
got to be yourself. Part of being a commentator is having a personality.
Mm.
And if everybody was nice and everybody's like, "Ooh, rainbows and flowers," you know, it would get stale and would get stale quickly. I don't really want to go out to a strong length like building your entire channel around controversy. I mean, like you look at fisticuffs, that doesn't work. Fisticuffs tried to hold a
Yeah.
controversy thing. It just doesn't work. But you got to have some kind of redeeming quality about you. And
Mhm.
I'm actually a pretty good person, but I have a very strong opinion. I actually look more toward, like, I have a Hutch kind of personality. I can't stand sitting on the wayside not doing something about something. Like, I'm the kind of guy that will confront you. Like, if I see you talking shit across the room and I'm at lunch, I'll get up out the lunch table and, like, you want to do something about this? I mean, you going to talk shit? I'm right here. Talk shit on me. That's the kind of person I am. I don't like stuff being shady at all. I hate shady motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, y'all could chime in now. It made me feel like I just killed the room.
No, I wasn't sure. I want to say what I was thinking. You didn't chime in on Pawn Star's charity.
What is Pawn Stars Charity? What is that?
Oh, I heard about that. Somebody
Yeah.
wasn't X-Jaws that started with a tweet or something. Although,
Yeah, so X-Jaws and Pawn Star have a long history. Those two
They
are
do?
they're oil and water. Yeah, they have a history, right? It's not the first time they've fussed at one another. And so Pawn Star's doing a charity, and it basically runs like this. He'd like people to send things to Pawn Star, and then Pawn Star will pass them on to a charity. And I think there's some giveaway component involved in it as well. And you have to be subbed to him to be involved in the giveaway. And then, like, you know, he sent it to me, and I didn't know much about it. And then he sent it to, like, Mercadurka. Mercadurka uploaded it, and I have a lot of respect for Merca. And I was like, he did it, and I kind of followed along on the bandwagon, and I uploaded on my channel too. And then everyone starts pointing out the, like, possible flaws in his plan. Like, if you wanted to donate to charity, why is it funneling through Pawn Star? And I was like, I don't know. That does seem like an inefficient way to donate something. And he even has, like, a PayPal account set up, so you can donate cash to Pawn Star, then Pawn Star will pass it along. And it's like, that also seems like an inefficient way to donate to something. And then there's the, you have to be subbed to him to be involved in the giveaway. Well, that's a way to gain subs. So, maybe you could argue that he earned subs by running a charity like this. But, so if you see where I'm coming? Like, you can say, there's a lot of stuff sort of flowing
As far
through.
as earning subs for what he's doing, I don't think people subscribe for charity work. Like, if you were subscribing to it, if your channel was, hey, welcome to FPS Couch Charity Foundation, all charities all day, and every day I had a new charity. Today it's breast cancer, tomorrow it's pink eye, the day after that it's, toe fungus. Like, every day it's something new. We're always doing that. Then you can subscribe to me for that.
You know what my opinion on
But-
charities is?
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Here
oh
we
no,
go.
it's right. Oh no, it's right. Here's my opinion on charities. I used to work when I was young. I used to work for Domino's Pizza, and they have the Helen Keller Foundation on Domino's Pizza. And what the Helen Keller Foundation is, like, this school for, like, the deaf, dumb, and blind. I don't think it's all together. But the fact is, you pay $1 after you order your pizza, and you write your name on a card and you put it on a window. You'll see them every time around Christmas time. McDonald's does it too.
I know where this is going.
But the fact is, our store itself raised about $200,000 worth. And what happened? Well, actually, Domino's as a whole earned $200,000. I'm sorry, not our store.
I was going to say, damn.
Domino's as a whole earned about $200,000 to go to Helen Keller, and they're like, man, $200,000 to Helen Keller. And then, like, the office, because Domino's is a franchise company, and the franchise I was in was Cowabunga Pizza, and Cowabunga Pizza spent $1 million to advertise on TV about them raising $200,000. I remember seeing the paperwork. It was,
wow.
I mean, like, why didn't you just donate $200,000 right out the way instead of bothering customers with it?
Because now the customers say, hey, that's Domino's Pizza. Those are the people that help out the blind kids. Fuck Pizza Hut. Fuck Pizza
mean-
Hut. They don't like the line.
So there's an inefficient, but that doesn't make all charities bad. But anyway, so I X-Jaw said, hey, Woody, why don't you chime in on this? And, I was like, my opinion, I think Pwnstar should respond to the criticisms that, he'll be getting a lot of subs out of it, and, the presence and the money has to flow through him before it gets to charity. Why don't you...
I'd take a 10% cut if I was him.
Why don't you set everyone's mind at ease? Well, PayPal's going to do that roughly. So
Yeah, PayPal's going to take their cut too.
yeah, so I think it'd be in Pwnstar's best interest if he put out a video and said, hey, this is why I decided to set it up the way I did, and have all the gifts and money flow through me.
If we wanted to actually do something for charity, then what we have as who we are is our mini little bit of fame or whatever. So we would use that to get people to donate to a charity. So if you wanted to be in a huge open lobby with us, then okay, donate to the charity.
That's exactly what I did.
Yeah, exactly. That's how you handle that. But you don't.
I'm doing it again in the spring, by the way. So if people don't know, it'll be an annual thing.
You're going to have more 14-year-olds on your channel, are you, Woody? So I'm about to dislike that video this time around.
You know what? I think I am. But what I think is going to happen... So last time what happened is I said this. Hey, if you donate money to March of Dimes... And by the way, it doesn't go to me. It doesn't go to me at all. You don't write the check to me. You don't send it to me. I want nothing to do with it. Some of the money did go to me, and then I had to physically take it to the charity thing. But the overwhelming majority of it, 98% of it, just went straight to the March of Dimes, and I didn't have to mess with it. But
I heard you got a T-shirt out of this.
I did. Oh, and the T-shirt was purple with pink polka dots.
I think you should have to get that back to your subscribers now. Boy.
I did get the T-shirt.
I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
My daughter wears it when she sleeps. But anyway. So this will be the thing. Now, last year I said, if you donate $50, then I want to show some form of appreciation. We can do a dual comm. I'll play with you, whatever. And I had 25,000 subs at the time. So come spring of this year, I don't know where I'll be. I'm going to say 200, 250, something like that. And I think I'm just going to raise the dollar. And if you want to do a dual comm, $200, 250, I don't know.
It's going to have to be higher than 100. I'd say even higher than 250.
It can't be 50. Last year it was 50. That would put me on the hook for 600.
You'd be doing dual comms for the rest of the time.
Yeah.
Dual comm 85.
And then the other thing that happened is
you could auction off the dual comm, and that would make a lot more money.
Oh, that's an easy idea.
but can you do it with Michelle's new code of conduct?
I'm sure they allow. I'm not taking money. You can't make money, right? This is just going straight to charity. I don't think they'd have an issue with that.
Yeah.
But what was I going to say? Dual comm. I don't know, but yeah, it would have to be. Oh, what I was going to say was this. The other thing I said was, hey, I'll play with you, right? Not that I'm any kind of special person, but if you donate $50, I'd like to show my appreciation. We can grab a game together. We'll have a good time. And what happened there was really hard for me because people would donate $50. They'd say they want to play with me, and then they wouldn't. I'd be like, all right, here's what I'm playing. Oh, it's not.
Then you're stuck in limbo.
Yeah, I held 3 PS3 open lobbies. And I held them at different times. Hey, here's one where European players can play with me. Here's one where people who get home after school can play with me. Here's one for nighttime. You know how many I played that donated money total? 2. In 3 open PS3 lobbies, 2 people actually joined me. And it was I felt like I owed somebody money, and they wouldn't allow me to pay them back.
Yes, exactly.
And, at some point, it's look, if you don't allow me to pay you back, then I don't owe you anymore. It's not fair to me. For you to hold, you never play with me. Well, dude, I held 6 open lobbies. Where you been? That's not fair. To act like I blew it. So this year, I don't know. Maybe better IT systems supporting a schedule if we do playtime, or
I hate it. Man. I hate it when subscribers act like you should be obligated to do things for them. They have it daily. I'd say hourly. You see a comment.
You're going to get that hating jackass that follows me all the time, says I don't play with my subs enough or something. Guy has 1,000 subs, and he talks about how interactive he is with them. Yeah, 1,000 subs, what do you get?
It's manageable. How are you going to do open lobbies to 200,000 people?
Yeah, if the last couple open lobbies I held, I got a lot of feedback saying you didn't play with me, and it's I
think live streams are a great way to do it. Since you live stream Painkiller already and stuff, I think that's the best way to interact with huge amounts of people. And that's how I do it anyways. I do live shows all the time too.
Me too. And I also, if I see someone else is doing a live show, I jump in there. And usually they're pretty good about giving me mod or voice.
Yeah,
and that way I can Yeah, I bet you did. Yeah. So people, it allows me to really chat and hang out with the stream. Whereas like if it's in slow mode, then I really can't. Somebody asked me a question, and then they're just pissed off that I didn't get to it quick enough. It's like, dude, I'm in slow mode like you. But yeah. So
Yeah, I didn't understand that thing either. Because here's my deal. I'm not saying that he's not a straight up person, but if you guys start sending me massive piles of really cool electronics to my house, I'm gonna have a hard time not taking the best stuff for myself before I head on down to the Salvation Army. I'm just saying, if there's like 5 iPods in the floor and like a couple iPhones and an iPad, anything with an I in front of it, there's a math book sitting there, I'm gonna have a hard time carrying all that down to the Salvation Army. Let's just put it that way. Maybe I'm only able to carry the stuff that's not worth $600 or $700. If I see, that's an Xbox Elite. Well, hey, here I got an idea. I've got a regular Xbox here. I'll take that down to the Salvation Army. I'll use the Elite. Like some of that stuff is staying with me. That's all I'm saying. That's why I don't do charity, because I can't trust it. With, you wouldn't want. I can't do it. I'm not an honest enough person. You don't want me watching the charity box. Passing the altar plate around, anything like that. I like money. I like it a lot. My favorite thing in the world is electronics. So
people, so I raised about $10,000 last time, and I don't know what I'll do this time. My channel's gone from 25 to a predicted like 200. It might be really something special, but of that 10 grand, probably about $80 flowed through me directly, and every penny went to the charity. And people wrote me letters, like nice inspirational letters. Nice. I still have all those too. So I'm good with your money.
Yeah, you did a really good job with that. I thought you did a great thing with that.
But it's still my preference that the money doesn't flow through me. I don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. But if you need somebody to deal with like extra money that's like coming off,
need help spending your money.
Yeah, if you need some help spending some money, or maybe you just have so much money that you don't know what to do with it, then you could just send it to me, and I could hold on to it for an extended period of time. Perhaps invest it in a long tail investment scheme of my own.
Yeah, so we'll do that again.
Which would involve trips to the bar and pizza.
Trips to Nevada.
Yep.
So my wife was like, "You could still do that." I'm like, "Yeah, Kyle's got an armory. We could shoot stuff if we wanted to." But you think that's it for the post show?
Yeah, probably. I'm sitting there losing so badly in this high roll right now. It's ridiculous.
That'll happen from time to time.
I'm gonna go watch
now what you need is someone to go into theater mode, post it, and insult you the whole way through, because that just makes it all worth it.
Hey, go. I linked you guys to a video in the chat. What did you guys check that one out? It's a response to Hutch's most recent video.
It looks like a channel.
It is, but it's his autoplay.
Okay.
Oh, wow, I can already tell from the, the channel background. Oh God, and the guy. Oh man. All right.
That's a sexy motherfucker right there.
Oh, I can mute myself.
He's machinima director too.
Yeah. He didn't really say anything bad. He just didn't care for the video.
Was he just talking about racism, or?
Yeah. I don't think.
He said it needs to be taken down ASAP. So why?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I don't think.
If I show stupid motherfuckers, I don't care if they're black, green, yellow. Like, if I want to show off that people are retarded arguing, I'm going to show that they're retarded and arguing. I don't think there was anything wrong with Hutch's video. I thought it was hilarious.
I thought
people throw the racism card too much.
Oh yeah.
Like if it had been two white guys arguing, would it have been a big deal? I don't think so.
What if they were just really stereotypical white too?
Yeah. What if they were white?
I'm gonna come find you and I will key your Mercedes. Okay.
You bring it on. You bring it on, bitch.
Bring it on,
I'll
mister.
Sue you. I'll
Bring it on,
sue
mister.
the shit out of you.
I will see you in court, sir.
Then we'll see when I call the police. My brother-in-law's the sheriff. Son of a bitch. Nobody would care.
Exactly.
Dude, this high roller shit, this is easy. I just made 30 grand.
Yeah, one of my buddies already has over $1 million from it. It's good if you can get in like a good lobby and just suck it all out of them. Sometimes you'll pop into a lobby where somebody has 100,000. You take all of it.
Oh my god.
I was gonna start doing this. Get 10 grand right at the beginning of Prestige and come play about 4 of these. About
Wings,
all my
if
shit.
they're good gameplays too, people love watching them. Like I've had a bunch of people request wager match shit
I
from
do.
me.
I got too high standards to post this shit. Like I just won that, but I went 27 and 18. I ain't posting that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, somebody flagged the video, so you got to be 18 or older to watch it now.
What video are we looking at?
Hutch's video.
Oh wow. Why'd you post NASA 1 shit in here? Oh.
That's the dude that replied. We done with all podcast stuff?
We're not on a live stream, are we? Woody, you there?
I think we might be.
So I'm ready to work on some throw video together or something.
I'm putting a video up as soon as this thing ends about how they shitted the PS3 on the optics.
On the optics? Like in Black Ops?
Yeah, like red dot and reflect ACOG. They have like a tint to them on PS3, like it's darker,
Really?
and they have tons of fucking glare. Like you can't even see in half the areas.
It's PS3 only.
PS3 only.
I
That's
just
weird.
watched the video that Kyle told us to watch. At least the first 3 minutes of it. It's 10 minutes long, and here's the part I'm excited. So for people who don't know in the stream, Hutch put up a video called "Stupid People Are Stupid," and then in it there are two guys, and there's no delicate way to say it. They're clearly black, and they're arguing with each other. They talk about fighting each other. Then one of them suggests that he'll get his cousin to fight him on his behalf, and it's just silly nonsense talk, right? And now, but the thing is, the comments are filled with all this, race-baited talk, right? Just tons of comments that they're behaving that way because they're black. Like, that's what everybody is saying. And my takeaway from this whole thing, I bet Hutch does a freaking awesome commentary coming up soon. Like, he's gonna respond to it. Hutch is gonna deal with this in
I
a way that
guarantee it.
He's good at doing this sort of thing, and I'm kind of looking forward to the follow-up
He's
video.
gonna stir some shit up, and then he's gonna.
I love it when Hutch steps in shit because he always scrapes it off, and it's funny.
Yeah, man. Like, he's gonna be like, all right, here's what happened. This is what I was thinking when I wrote it. I didn't say anything. I predict he'll say, I didn't say anything about race. All this race-driven stuff came from you, not from me. This is how I actually feel. And,
It would have been different if the video was called "Black People Are Black," but it's called "Stupid People Are Stupid."
Exactly.
So,
It's a very different thing.
If Hutch wanted to be funny, he would post a 4-second video, and he'd just be like, "White power," and the video would end. And oh my god, the hate.
What if he did a commentary and he was acting like those guys the entire time? He's like, "What's up, niggas? This is Hutch." Him in Hollywood doing a dual com about racism. That'd be amazing.
Yeah,
so apparently Hutch's description in the video is awesome. He owned the haters. Does anyone have a link to Hutch's video again?
Oh my god.
This isn't a race issue, it's a stupid issue. I've heard equally retarded conversations between whites and Mexicans, never had the chance to record one. Because idiots like to leave racist comments on my channel means I have to adjust my content? Hell to the no. The day ignorance dictates creative content is the day we've all become stupid. You want to make it a race issue? That's your problem, not mine. And to everyone else who enjoyed this conversation between two grown infants, glad you liked it.
That was pretty good. Good. I hope that he still does the brilliant commentary I'm looking forward to, though.
The white power one?
No. Like, Hutch is just brilliant at dealing with this stuff. He can talk about race, politics, gay rights, or whatever, and he'll hit a home run. He always does. So
yeah, I don't think it's a race issue at all.
No, it's a stupid people issue.
It's a stupid people issue.
So,
I think the YouTube comments is the race issue. We just have a bunch of racist teenagers. It's not the video. I mean, you can go into a lobby on Black Ops and find people like that on your own. I'm sure I have.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. Lately, I've tried to make friends with everybody, like for my own entertainment. Someone will be like, "F you, Woody, you're a faggot." I'll be like, look, I think you and I got off on the wrong foot, and we can still be friends. We can still be friends. And they'll be like, "Dude, you're so gay." Like, not really, but I think we can repair this relationship. It's not over yet. I'm not ready to quit you. And, like, that's my... that's what I've been doing with my haters lately.
I'm not ready to give up on you yet.
I don't do anything. Just block and move on. A lot of people come back to me. I didn't mean it. unblocked me on my other account, and I'm like, what? You must have said something to piss me off. Like, so I'm trying to build up my list. I want to get on Wing status.
No such thing as an unblock.
Yeah, Wings
exactly.
does not unblock. You know. And
Yeah, I get messages all the time. Hey, you think Wings could unblock me? And I like there's I think who is it? I think it might be Kai Eisen or whatever.
Oh,
I think you've got him
God.
blocked. And like he's like, you ever mentioned to Wings about unblocking me? And I'm like, yep. I don't think
I
it's.
just played with that dude the other night, Kyle.
I don't even want to play with him.
I think it's gonna be a no-go.
Why
man.
did you block it, Kaiser?
Kai Eisen. We call him Crayon. Me and Crunkson call him Crayon because I can't pronounce his fucking name.
And his name Cousin?
It's K-Y. I'm not gonna spell his gamer tag.
K-A-I-Y.
No. It's K-Y-A-I. Just all right. It's Kai Eisen. Just he's gonna get messages now.
He seems like a pretty likable guy to me. I've
Yeah,
played
he's
with him
a
a
pretty
couple
likable
times,
guy.
and he's always been, mature and cool. And what did he do, Wings? Do you remember?
Just he's abrasive.
Oh.
You should get along just fine.
Yeah, Wings. Yeah, man. He's that's what you're holding against him, Wings?
Oh, he always wants to be a part of something.
Wings, you are still wool covered in sandpaper.
I know.
Dude, I am dead last right now. I'm 6-10, dude. I'm not gonna get into money here.
I don't want you to have pain, but it gives me mild amounts of joy to know that it happens to you too.
Who, me?
Yeah, like to hear, yeah, I'm 6-10, and you're like, look, that happens. Whatever. Everyone in the stream's been negative.
No, it's the fact I couldn't find nobody. I play in firing range on this high roller, and everybody seems to be getting kills but my ass. I can't find nobody. I'm running around the map. It's like a ghost town when I'm playing, man.
Hutch is writing me on Skype. I hope he was here the whole time and heard what I said. It was nothing but compliments. I didn't say, I didn't say white power. I didn't
Is that what
say
he wrote?
that. Yeah, he wrote white power, you dickhole. That wasn't me. Kyle, straighten this out.
I don't have him on Skype, man. No. It must have trickled back to him. He must not be listening. No, all I said was it would be funny if that was his response. He was just thinking, remember he had that problem with what was it, Dark Side Phil or whatever, and he had that he takes a breath, looks at the camera, he's like, nah. I just thought it'd be something funny if he did something like that, and was like, white power. And the camera goes off.
Oh, that's funny. So hopefully Hutch. So I gave Hutch the link to the podcast. Oh, you know what? What the hell am I doing? Add to conference. We can get Hutch in the after show. Sweet, Hutch is here.
Hello!
So Hutch, just to let you know,
They want to know if you got your Clans hat on.
No, wait.
Whoa!
Stop. I need to go next.
Okay,
Everyone
fine.
needs to know when they join the conversation their level of exposure. So the podcast isn't being recorded, but you're on the live stream. So that's... I didn't want you to think this was some sort of private conversation amongst you and I. But, yeah, so did you hear the stream? Hutch? I heard Hutch earlier. He says he's in the call.
It sounded like he was on a phone.
I heard a hello. Now I hear nothing.
Now he's not here.
Wow, you ran him off, Woody. Nice job.
Yeah, great. You know what the trouble is? He's racist against English and Irish people.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Yeah, and he's like, crap, Woody's here, I'm gone.
Hello.
Hey,
Oh, there
Hutch.
he is.
There you go.
That or Muzza does a great impression.
Hutch, how long have you been in the stream, or did you just hear stuff? What? Hung up. See, dude, he's racist. It's me. He's like, I think he called me a kike under
It
his
might be a
breath and
connection
left.
issue.
Did he just call you a kike? I heard
I
that.
think so. Yeah, dude. Did anyone else hear?
Get Jaws in here. He's not going to stand for this.
Yeah, dude. Hutch totally called me a kike and then hung up. That's not cool.
Wow, I think he made some kind of reference to a pizza oven too. I'm not sure where he was going with that.
I don't know what he was thinking.
Got a baby Stalin here, huh?
I don't know what he was going for with that. I'm clueless.
Yeah, dude, Hutch, that's not cool. Those and words hurt.
Yeah, man,
I
you can't
got a
be
question.
going after the Irish like that.
On the map launch, is that supposed to be like a Scud a ballistic missile or like a nuclear warhead?
Oh, what
It's
was
supposed
that in
to
the
be full
campaign?
nuclear. Shoot it out of the sky, don't you?
Yeah,
Or
it
it's
was
supposed to be
nuclear.
just straight into space. I think you're supposed to be stopping interrupting the space race, so it might not be like a missile. It might just be
Yeah,
a
it
rocket.
was.
It was a
Is it a
satellite. I think it's a satellite.
Dude, we
What kind
got
of
a guy
satellite
in the
looks like
stream.
that?
He's FPS vault swimmer. That's awesome.
I don't like that shit. Those guys, I don't like that at all.
Really?
Like I always have to hold my hand back from blocking those people every time I see like
When it,
like
I mean,
one of them's got
McDuck
one of them's username is like FPS Kyle's dad is scary, and like I'm just like, stop, just come on, think of
Really?
something cool about you to make your username.
Someone said I have to settle this down. Settle what down? The. So I
People
watched
don't know the
this-
difference
I think
between
he's a little
joke and like
Politically correct.
they
Oh,
think
we
right
haven't
now
said
they're
anything.
like holding a.
They want us to settle this down? That's...
Like they, so
haven't
here's
said anything.
I watched this Discovery Channel thing talking about people, like teenagers in particular, and their ability to like understand emotions. You know, like they would look at a guy who was confused and think that meant angry, and there you have it. So sometimes you see a guy and he's like 16 years old and he can speak and in a way think as well as an adult can, but you forget the fact that like not all 16-year-olds, but many of them are emotionally retarded. And they hear conversations like this, like, you know, like our busting on Hutch, and they don't get that it's funny, or they see my, like, dude, I did a video recently called Christmas Sluts, and in there I played a little snippet, or a couple snippets from I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus. I bet I got 2,000 comments that people thought I actually caught my wife cheating on me. Right? Based on the I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus song. And and then there were at least 1,000 more that said, "Oh, Woody's so dumb. He doesn't realize it's Daddy dressed up as Santa Claus in this." Look, I'm going on freaking 40 years old. You think I haven't figured that out yet? You think I need your 12-year-old ass teaching me what Christmas songs mean?
These really young kids are growing up on just violent, crazy shit, watching people... I know, like, there's 14-year-olds, 13-year-olds out there who are watching, like, beheadings, fucking Blue Waffle, like, people, you know, just all the crazy viral videos, and they're growing up on that, and they're
Blue
getting
Waffle?
so... You don't know what Blue Waffle is? I'm sure the
Oh
stream will
my
tell you.
goodness. Blue Waffle is perhaps the most unattractive girl parts to ever exist. It's, yeah, you don't need
And
to
they're
see
eating
that.
it up, and they're going to be out voting in 5 years, so I'm kind of scared.
But yeah, like, so I saw this thing, and it kind of opened my eyes to the fact that not all young people, right? Some of them catch on right away, or maybe they're just, you know,
I have
whatever.
some subs that are 14 that act more mature than some subs that are 20, you know?
For sure, yeah. But I think that by and large, when you deal with a teenage community, you deal with, you know, more than your average people of guys who are just, you know, not really cued into subtleties, who don't get sarcasm yet. And, yeah, there you have it. So, clearly, tons of people literally
And then there's just
thought my-
trolls, like Solid Manster here. That's at least the third time I've seen him say, "Hey Wings, can I ask you a question? Why is your KDR so low?"
Oh,
He's been
I've been
copying and
going-
pasting that over and
I
over.
mean,
I'm gonna ban you now. You're weirdo. You're a fucking weirdo, dude.
How
know
is
why you're not gonna
2.8
ban him,
KD
Kyle?
low?
I beat
You already got him.
I mean, but seriously, how is 2.8 KD low? Seriously, is that low? I don't think it's low.
If you wanted a higher KD, you could have it. All you'd have to do is
Just
you know,
play free
stop
for all.
planting bombs, play the game modes that like free for all, mercenary TDM. You go higher.
Oh, mercenary TDM, you ain't getting higher to 2.8.
You know, it's funny you said that. Like I had a 3-something KD in TDM.
All right,
and
Woody,
then-
I challenge you right now.
No,
Tomorrow
no.
night,
Let
you
me
play
finish
nothing
the
but
story.
mercenary TDM.
So I had a 304 after a night of TDM, and then I jumped in mercenary TDM. That was the night I was tired, and it ruined my TDM stats, man. I'm like a 2.5 now or something like that.
I challenge you, Woody. Tomorrow night, nothing but mercenary TDM, and you must stream it, and I will watch it.
Streaming it will... Well, wait. I was gonna say streaming it in itself would ruin my KDE because I go on yellow bars. But tomorrow's the day I get my I get 2 internet connections. So I don't know. I need to figure that. Oh, I can't do it because it's in the man cave. I don't know. Get off my jock, Wings. I had a 304.
Hey, I challenge
No, I
you to
don't.
beat a 2.8 in overall. Dude,
Hey.
Mercenary TDM is hardcore with the shitty ass spawns and Ghost and Ninja and all packed together in one. Like free for all, yeah, you can do free for all. Free for all, easy 4KDs all day. You know, domination camping, yeah, easy 4KDs all day. Demolition spawn rushing, easy 4KDs. Mercenary team deathmatch is where the big boys play on this game. It ain't like Modern Warfare 2.
You think
Because there's so much bullshit that can happen, and it all happens on TDM. Because this game is not designed for TDM. Black Ops isn't. It just doesn't work well.
All right.
No, Wine, I told you we're doing the podcast right now, but you want to, like, jibber-jabber in my ear.
I can hear her. He's not making it up.
I think they can hear you on the podcast, by the way. So
I can't hear what she's saying. I just heard that she's saying something.
You got anything else we want to talk about?
Hutch says, don't end it, that he has something to say. Oh, he sent me another text. I need to see it, too. He said 2 minutes, and that was about a minute ago. So Hutch will be here shortly. He wants to say something to the stream.
Oh, but I want to
guys go
say
for a
something to
while.
the stream. I'll say something to the stream. I need some motherfuckers to play some Battlefield after this.
What? You gonna go play
You wanna-
Battlefield?
You know, play some Battlefield with me. Hit me up on the Xbox with a message. Do not send a friend request. I will comment it. What is it called? Communication block your ass.
Community. Unless you're talking about the
No,
Xbox.
he's talking about communication, blocking communication.
Yeah. Dude, my iPhone made like 2 little beeps. It went like... I can't even make the sound again.
Which iPhone? Hey, I'm about to get a phone. Which iPhone do you have?
The 4.
Oh, of course you do. They call me McDuck. Okay. Yeah.
You know what phone I got since I got one? I got that flip one that they give you when you get a cell phone subscription.
I like my iPhone. I use my iPhone every day for more than just phone stuff. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with it overall. It does drop calls on me sometimes, which is one of the complaints. But, man, I like it a lot. So, I'm happy.
Who the hell's tired at 12:40 at night? Seriously, what kind of pussy are you?
Wait, actually, so let's explore this, Wings. When did you get up this morning?
This morning.
When did you get up this afternoon?
6 o'clock at night.
6 o'clock at night you got
Listen to this. This is pretty funny. Me and Wink have equally fucked up sleep schedules. This morning, I had been up all night, and this morning about, what was it, Wink, like 9 or 10 when we were messing around in that private match?
Yeah.
Yeah, like 9 or 10 in the morning, something like that. We messed around in a private match for a minute. I'm like, hey, you want to go play some TDM with me and Wine? He's like, nah, I'm going to sleep. I'm like, all right. And, you know, that did not strike me as weird at all. I was like, all right, catch you later, man. So, like, I went to sleep at, like, 2 p.m. I woke up, like, an hour. You guys woke me up with your, like, back and forth about the podcast. So, I'm staying up all night and most of the morning, usually to, like, 1 or 2 in the afternoon, then going to sleep and waking up late afternoon, early evening. Yeah. I try to avoid the sunlight as much as possible.
You know, I try not to go on the night schedule, but the fact is, all the people I like to play with play at night.
Hello.
I get in
hey,
their parties, and I just keep staying up all night. I was like, fuck.
All right.
I just recently fixed my schedule.
So this guy, who apparently is anti-Irish, has come back to give me
Yeah,
another
what
tongue
the fuck is
lashing.
the Irish, man?
Yeah, dude, why are you hanging up on me?
Yo, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we
Yes, yeah.
You know,
Did
I'm
you guys hear him
German
call me a
descent
kike? I think he called me a kike.
can. Whoa, careful now.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Why
and then he
are
hung
you
up on us
so-
twice.
what
What's up with
Jewish
this
heritage?
guy?
I'm a pedophile racist, I swear to God.
Were you watching the chat box? Because somebody just wrote that like 10 minutes ago.
No, I got home a little bit ago. Hex came into LA to visit, and so we all got dinner. It was like me, Hex, Nanners, and Optic J and Optic Diesel. And I came home and find this fucking clusterfuck of a... God, this is so retarded, it's not even funny.
So Hutch, let me interrupt you, man. I think I know where you are. Are you like bummed about, like, it's on your mind, mildly anxiety about it?
Actually, at this point, no, I'm not that bummed. I'm just really marveled at the amount of I'm marveling at the amount of ignorance that I'm seeing, and it's pretty comical to me. Like, after I'm done talking to you guys, I'm gonna play some Call of Duty. I'm really not gonna give it that much thought.
Because I've been there where I've allowed YouTube to occupy my thoughts more than I should have. I was wondering if that's where you were. Not this time.
Well,
'Cause
yeah,
you've been there.
I've
I know
definitely
you've been
there before, but this
Yeah.
is so ludicrous that I'm not even really like.
You see, me before, back in the day, I would have got on camera with like a Klans hat on and made an apology video about it.
I just want to let everyone know that what I see from the video's content misrepresented my true feelings, and I think you all know how I truly feel. We're a nation of many colors and a world of many colors, and while white may be the most dominant of all,
Oh man.
I could live in harmony with other people as long as they don't drink out of my water fountain.
Oh no.
God.
Oh man, Wings. Someone's gonna take that bit of audio and then like turn it into GFX Lab.
That's the next remix. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
So I was telling the stream
hang
that
on,
I was looking
keep in mind,
forward
I
to
don't know if
your...
you heard Woody the first time. We are talking till it's the five of us and like 800 people.
Yeah, you have
yeah.
800 people on the stream right now.
Yeah, something like that. Well, I mean, the
956.
stream's over. We had probably 3,000.
Yeah, it peaks around 3,000. It's about 1,000 now. But what was I gonna say? Oh, I was telling everyone that I was looking forward to your like next commentary when you do one of these like, I don't know. Remember your State of the Community commentary where you talked about that for a while? Every so often you'll do these like responses and hit this grand slam. You know, this is how I really feel. You talked about gay people once. It was a really good commentary. It's like I can't wait for the race one. You're not doing it?
No, I kind of feel like I kind of bit myself in the ass a few times before doing that. Like it's impossible. Like if I was a smaller channel, I would do it, but now it's like you just can't because I get so many kinds of accusations. Like if I did that now, more people would accuse me of being an attention whore than anything else, and it's just I can only do so many videos like that before it's like, all right, I gotta just keep trucking and like not worry so much about it. Because like I'm gonna have a nervous breakdown at the age of 50 if I had to respond to every single accusation.
I've got a fun question for you, Hutch, as a senior experienced member of the YouTube community. Here's the deal. A long time ago, I'll say when I had like 7,000 subs or something, there was a guy who had far fewer subs than me, say 100. And he wanted to do a dual con with me, so I told him yes, trying to give back a little. I had done some dual cons with people bigger than me, like Wings. I was doing dual cons with people smaller than me to help him out. And the dual com itself, man, that was like above and beyond. I gave him like instructions on how to get started to sort of smooth it for us. Hey, you need a Skype account, give me the video, etc. So, we finally the time comes when we're going to do it, and he doesn't have the video ready. He hasn't given it to me. So he's like, dude, don't hang on. This is my big chance. It's so important to me. Don't leave. I don't want to do it tomorrow. I want to do it tonight. Can we? I'm like, all right, I'll hang on. He's like, it's uploading. He tells me the upload will be done in like, 15 minutes. And he stretches that out for nearly an hour or an hour and a half. And then when it's done, he's like, all right, the render's finished. I'm like, the render? Yeah. So now the upload kicks off because he finished the render. And it was probably after 2 a.m. when I finished doing the dual con with this guy. We did the dual con. It came out fine. He got a couple subs, whatever. And after that, we didn't really hang out. Now, he issued his second hate video against me because apparently I got big. I think my poo doesn't smell and we're not friends anymore. And like, to me, we just kind of drifted apart. But to him, like, I abandoned him. I don't know. Neither of us wrote each other. He just started making videos about hating me. And now it's he and a friend who both make videos, and like haze me about it. So I think what's going on is this is a method for them to grow their channel, right? They want to hate on me and get attention for it. And I never did anything but helpful stuff to them. So in their first couple hate videos, I responded, but really professionally. Stuff like, hey man, I think this is an unfair criticism. You say I only hang out with other big YouTubers, but the guys I hang out with, like Onslaught and T-Mart, and these guys had very few to zero subs, not even a YouTube channel when I started hanging out with them. That wasn't why I picked them. I picked them because we clicked. And That was the kind of professional nice reply I get. And I get stuff from him like, bitch ass, fuck you, bitch ass, you suck.
Is he a kid?
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
he's a grown ass
well,
man.
there you go. I mean,
Oh, wait, how old is he, Wings?
He's about 26.
Is he really? Well, I thought he was a child. And, so yeah. So now I come to you, Hutch, as the grandfather of this community, the patriarch. How would you
He's
deal
like
with...
the dirty uncle. Don't give him too much credit.
What would you do here? Like, this guy is hating on me in an effort to get attention toward his channel. What's your next step? Oh, Hutch just hung up. God, he's so racist. No, he's back.
Hello?
Yeah, we got you. So, we're losing him again? How does he pull host every game?
I don't know.
With this connection.
I gotta camp my ass off when I play with him. I can't deal with that West Coast connection.
I bet he's talking. I bet that, I'm missing out on his total brilliance.
Yep, he's going to pop back in a minute, and he's going to be like, and that is the key to dealing with that. Have a nice night.
I actually seen that video. I was appalled because he's trying to say I had 2,000 subs, and dude, I had 50 grand when I did that dual combo with Mr. 360 Beast.
Did you? I had like 7 grand or something like that. We both gave him a leg up. It's not my fault that every commentary is one that comes out 3 weeks apologizing for not doing commentaries more often. Of course your channel didn't grow.
And another thing, you had 38 subs when I put you on my friends list.
Yep, 38. That's exactly how many I had. It might have been, it's like 38 or 42. I don't know, I was growing so fast.
Kyle had like around 2,000.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I had more than that. I had 6.
Did you?
I ended up with like probably 6 or 7 after I did the video with Moody Swede. Bobby. Oh
Yeah, but
shit! I've got adjustments on this thing.
It's just like, wow. Like I was actually hurt. Like that. Like dude, I went out my way. I went to him. I actually offered him a dual comp because I liked what he did. Like I thought he had a good commentary voice and he deserved to be bigger than what he was. But you can't really tell about a person's voice or their work ethic. Like I did another guy that actually paid to do a dual comp on my channel, but I actually subscribed to his channel myself. His name was Beatnik. I actually enjoyed his commentary, but as soon as I subbed to him, guess what? He put out 3 videos, and that's the last I heard of him.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people want a YouTube channel.
Hello?
They're like, yeah, I want to be a there he is.
So
I don't know why it's crapping out, but yeah.
So be brilliant in a hurry. What would you do with this guy?
What would I'd probably blow it way out of proportion and make an idiot of myself and then apologize for it later. But what I think you should do is probably just ignore it.
Because I was thinking, what you've done other times is have a dual comment, say this is how adults work things out. But I don't think his motive is to legitimately resolve a conflict. I think
It rarely is.
Yeah, his motive is just to use me to get bigger. And
yeah, how do you think Wings got big?
Hey.
See, all you gotta do is call out Hutch and.
I didn't call you out.
Yeah, you did. Get out of here. She said I was. Dude, you were a total
amateur sniper.
You were a total dick. We're cool now. We're cool. You're cool now. I like you. I think you're a cool guy.
I think that it was more. It wasn't like a calculated effort to call you out. It was more of
it just happened that way.
A stream of thought in Wings' head that has no censorship mechanism.
Wings doesn't think that far ahead. That's
yeah. He was just like, oh yeah, people like quickscoping, that's amateur, and that it just worked out like that.
The reason I said Hutch's name because I had recently just watched a Hutch video, and he was walking around terminal. He ended up going I think he went 30 and 16.
30 and 12, buddy.
30 and 12, whatever.
Look how many views that video has. I remember that. That video's massive.
And I'm like, dude,
I didn't even. I posted that video because it had some exciting moments, not because it was amazing.
Was that Estate?
No, it was on terminal. I was running around with an intervention against some really bad players.
So you were the name that was fresh in my mind, but I was more upset with people like a Moody Swede and because I even called out Moody Swede in that video too.
Yeah, free for alls.
gameplay.
Running around in free for alls with a sniper is like it's like good combat training. But that was like that video in particular was not like good map movement or anything like that. But it's a good way to like, I don't know, get your awareness up or
A
whatever.
lot of my subs got mad at you, Wings, back in those days.
But I'm looking at this like I've seen Moody Sweet put a video up where he went 20 and like 12 and lost the free for all, but he still put it up. I was like,
are you sure about that? 20 and 12,
sure.
Really?
That's right. Kyle probably remembers that video.
I don't remember that.
No comment.
No comment. I think that means he remembers it.
It doesn't matter what the score is in your video. If it's exciting, it's exciting. You know, what if he like, got killed 10 times in a row and went on a massive comeback at the end?
It didn't work that way. What happened? He got like one like 4-piece, like he like bang 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 somewhere in the middle of the video, and that's why I put it up.
People have different preferences in videos. Like for me in gameplay, what I really want from your video is for me to pick something up. And then another thing I like about YouTube videos is when the commentary is good. Like, maybe you talk about, I don't know, well, Hutch has done some about addiction. Hutch has brought, when you used to do, I don't know if I should even say it, you used to have some really good videos with your ex-girlfriend. I used to like watching those.
Yeah.
And so there's, some guys bring it with the commentary, some guys bring it with the tips. Those are typically my favorite kind of videos. But everyone has their own favorites.
Because I remember the video I called you out on, because I was like, damn, I'm looking at all these guys, I'm like, damn, dude, these guys are going like basically 2 KD trying to give sniping tips. Then I pull a video out where I go plus 12 KD with the intervention on, I think it was an invasion. I was like, this is the better style right here. This is right here where you get the consistent scores and you help your team out. It's like, and then it got blown way out of proportion, and people started flagging my videos, and I'm like, dude, these guys are flagging my videos. We gotta settle this. That's how the dual com came about.
Well, you picked on Optic too.
Yeah, I still pick on Optic.
So I missed the whole conversation about what did you guys do? Any of you guys think it was racist of me to upload a video of two idiots arguing?
Yeah, that's not how we came down on that.
I didn't see you talk at all in the video, to be honest.
Yeah, you didn't talk at all.
The biggest
fact that they
problem
were
I had
black-
with that video, and I do have a problem with it, was the commando at the end.
Yeah.
that was nonsense.
Oh yeah, I watched that video just a minute ago. I was like, wait, is this racist? And I went back and I watched it. I'm like, no, it's not. Oh fuck, that knife lunge was ridiculous. Like, yeah.
Well, you know what I noticed about the video? You got a lot of damn FAMAS awards at the same time. I was like, damn, this motherfucker getting challenge after challenge.
Yeah, it kind of happens that way. Did you like my pink heart? I still left that on from the night before. Yeah. The fact that, like, okay, the guy that, like, dude, some guy made a video. I'm not even going to say him by name. But, like, a guy made a video calling me out saying it was racist, and he's Puerto Rican.
Do you have a beard, right?
That's the same guy that's friends with the guy that's hating on Woody and me right now.
Yeah. Oh, really?
And that's the same guy that I bought my Black Ops copy off of, too.
Dude, so he's a friend of Fist.
Oh, you're talking about him?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. You can... All right, I see what you're saying. Like, yeah, whatever. Like that, but the guy that called me out, he's also called out, like, Chris Smoove for no reason. He also called out... I mean, it's the same tactic. It's like poking a sleeping giant to see if he'll get a reaction, and then, like, maybe you'll get, 10,000 subs overnight or something like that. It's ridiculous. Like... If anything, bringing race into it like that and accusing me of racist is 10 times more racist than anything that you could infer from a video.
I keep waiting for somebody to be like, look at this racist faggot. He's a faggot. Look at this racist faggot. I hate people like that. He's just fucking intolerant.
Hutch might have come off as a little intolerant. Hutch might have come off as intolerant towards stupid people.
Yeah. When I was playing in that free-for-all, I could not help but think, like, the fact that they were black never entered my mind whatsoever. I have no idea if they were black. We have directors
Come on now.
Come on, I knew they were.
Wait a minute.
In all fairness, I'm being absolutely serious. We have directors on Machinima that are white that sound exactly like that. Like, I mean, if you're asking me, like, what's the likelihood? Like, I don't know, probably, but it never entered my mind. The only thing that was entering my mind was, oh my god, I need to capture this immediately. This is the funniest conversation I've ever heard in my life.
Dude, I know what I'm about to say is going to be racist, but they sound like Carolina Blue Gums.
I don't know what that means. I don't even want to know what it means.
Change the topic quick. Change the topic quick.
Yeah. Dude, the core takeaway from this is that Hutch hates Irish people and hangs up on them all the time. That's
I am Irish. What are you talking about? I'm Irish and Scottish and
that
Italian.
makes it that much worse.
Self-loathing.
Oh, God.
Dude, if you were Republican, you'd be gay.
If I was on death row and I had to pick my last meal, I would pick corned beef and cabbage.
Wow.
Not me.
100%. I'm not even
Really?
kidding. Yeah.
Get a steak.
Yeah, I want a steak from
What
the
kind of
ass
steak?
steak.
New York? Are we talking
Get a medium rare sirloin, just a big ass one.
I want a bowl of my mother's vegetable soup with like a Coca-Cola and like some sweet cornbread, like some Jiffy bread.
Oh, not the sweet stuff, man. That's disgusting.
I want a lobster bake, and mostly because it takes like a really long time to cook and might extend my life.
I think that they would probably just start cooking earlier to compensate for that, don't you
Yeah,
think?
probably so.
Like, I'm going to need a lobster bake, I'm going to need a pig picking, I'm going to need a clam bake, and some other things that take a really long time to do.
I was thinking about this the other day. I definitely want like a big T-bone steak. Good stuff.
Yeah, I got a question for you guys, if you don't mind. Do you guys still have time, or are you trying to wrap this thing up here?
Bring it.
We're in the
we're just
post.
bullshit.
We're just bullshitting around at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I want to know, like, should I be toning it down a little bit? Because if I make a video and I state an opinion, people automatically assume that I hate people. So if I make a video saying, for fuck's sake, please stop spinning, people send me messages saying, so you hate Muzza, right? I'm like, no, that's not what I'm saying.
I don't think you should base your decisions on people's stupidity.
I've been getting a lot of that too, Hutch. Many tweets. Many
Yeah,
tweets.
people
Asking
assume
if
that
I
I
have
hate
beef with
you,
you.
and Grizz.
Every time you say something, like you said something one time about somebody, and I instantly got a message. He's talking about you, Kyle. You know, it's talking about you. He hates you.
Apparently,
It's funny.
I hate Muzzafuzza.
Being friends in this YouTube community is challenging because, like you know, here I am having a normal conversation with Hutch, and then there's literally like 300,000 people chanting "fight" on the schoolyard.
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
like, what? Do we have to? Like, you know?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
It's kind of a bummer on my end, though, because it's like I get accused of being cocky. I get accused of people saying, we don't all have to think like you. I'm like, well, I didn't say you did, so I'm not sure how you got that from what I said. So
Yeah, the point of this YouTube thing is for me to express my feelings and opinions, and you're here because you potentially might like to listen to them and consider them. This isn't a brainwashing program by any means. Like if you feel that way,
I
then
think it is, though. I think it is hard. Like, because a lot of the times if you share your opinion on YouTube, your fans, your subs, they'll pick that opinion up. Either that or they'll, rethink it and place it in there.
Yeah, but that's because they're emotionally retarded, like Woody always says.
Exactly. So it's kind of, you gotta kind of watch what you say.
I'm emotionally retardedist.
Like I was the other day, I was telling somebody, I was like, I bet if I had 5 million subscribers, then I could have someone murdered. Because when you play the odds to a certain extent, like you can get certain things done. Like let's say you've got 1,000
Kyle, you probably do it now.
You can do it now. I'm
If
sure
you've got
you do.
1,000 subscribers, you could get, say, a free 1 month. You could be like, hey guys, I need a 1 month. Can anybody help me out? And chances are you've got at least 1 in 1,000 of your subscribers is going to be cool enough and have a 1 month, and he could hook you up. At 50,000, you could probably get a video game, like if you wanted one. Hey, I'd really like Red Dead Redemption. Anybody got an extra copy? They'd probably hook you up. At 100,000, you could probably get a game console if you really wanted one. I'm thinking
about
about
that.
that.
I got a game console at 50,000.
Yeah, I
Oh,
know.
you did.
I've gotten
Yeah,
several.
dude. Why do you think I got an Xbox?
somebody
I had
just gave you an
I had less
Xbox?
than
Yeah,
50,000.
they gave me
I
an
made
Xbox.
$1,200 on a live stream when I was about 30,000, I think.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know.
How
I've
did you
seen
make $1,200 on a live stream?
We did I was moving. It was good. I was moving out of the dorms. Really, really low on money.
Guy
I couldn't
named,
make video.
A guy named Tyler. I still got him on my friends list. Yeah, he donated me an Xbox, a headset, a year live.
PJ gave me his PVR.
Yep.
Like,
that was-
Yeah.
I got a Hava,
Yeah.
and the quality was better than a Dazzle, but it wasn't great. And PJ just sent me a message saying, whoa, return that. What's your address? I'm like, why do you want my address? Because I want to send you my extra PVR. I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? Yeah, and he overnighted it to me. It was there the next day.
I remember
PJ
Hutch's early vids showed a level of genuine gratitude and enthusiasm that was really heartwarming. When Hutch got that PVR, it was at a time like Hutch had a couple things he needed to go to HD. One was like an LCD monitor, and people really fussed at him when he got that because they didn't benefit directly from it, but they didn't understand that it was a prerequisite. Like one's not useful without the other. And then when you got that HD PVR, like it was like this, you were a waiter and you were making ends meet, but you weren't at a spot where you could just drop money on electronics like that.
Broke as hell, making $1,200 a month.
Wow. Yeah, that's 24 grand a year. That's not good money anymore. And so yeah, I remember there was like this genuine like appreciation that was pretty heartwarming at the time.
Yeah. I remember when he gave it. That was pretty cool when he gave me the PVR. I was like, well, I gotta get one now. I was like right when I bought one because I saw you got the Hav and I was like, all right, you got one. It must be good. And I got it and the thing fucking sucked.
No, yeah, Havas are terrible because like if your bandwidth drops, then the quality drops.
Exactly. I've got one video on my old channel that's in Hava and it's almost HD quality, but then I got a bunch of them that absolutely suck. It just depends on your bandwidth.
Why is that? Like, why is
it goes through your internet? It goes through your internet connection. Like, it doesn't even hook up to your computer via USB. It goes through your wireless network, and it feeds the information that way. So it's like you're streaming. You're streaming the information to your computer.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I didn't know that either. Otherwise, I wouldn't have bought the fucking.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I skipped that. My first capture was a Hutch.
Yeah, that's how I got my channel off the ground. So I actually bought a Dazzle, and then I was like, I can't play in single definition. Fuck that.
Really? I was in a Dazzle for at least, I'd say, 8 months.
I was on a fucking HDMI cable, and then I had to go down to a fucking SD. Ooh, I can't do this. So I fucking threw that thing in the closet, and I went and bought an HD PVR the next day. So I had money to burn at that point.
I had a Dazzle up until February.
I was making 80 grand a year at that point, so I was pretty happy.
Hey, Woody.
Yeah.
Woody. I've been thinking to myself, God, I sounded like a fucking obnoxious kid. Hey, Woody, I'm talking, Woody.
Woody, can I ask you a question? Would you just speed up the process and ask a question?
Yeah, I can do that. I've been noticing that you're starting to show little telltale signs of now the subs might be irritating you a little bit more than they used to.
So my channel has
not all of them, of course. Right.
It's not so much that they're irritating me. It's that I can't please them anymore. So my channel has 3 things on it. I don't know if you watch many of my videos, but there's 3 things. Sometimes we do GB games with callouts where you can hear the team communication.
Yeah, you're actually one of the few channels that I regularly watch, just so you know. So.
Oh, well, thanks. So anyway, the super fast version is sometimes they're funny stories and sometimes they're like gameplay advice. And each of those 3 things have their own fans, and it almost feels like 2/3 of my subs hate everything else. And it, like, all my comments, like, man, I do my best to title them really appropriately. Like, my most recent video was called Bestiality Mode Engaged, and then I put naughty in parentheses, right? Did you see that one by chance?
I haven't. I was really busy today, but I saw you posted it like today or yesterday.
It's a story of someone in my family having a conversation with my wife about how they touch their dog's nuts and how he likes it. And and I thought it was pretty funny. But there are a whole bunch of people who said the title was misleading. What's misleading? There's bestiality in the title with the word naughty in parentheses. There are a bunch that said, I remember when Woody did gameplay commentaries. I uploaded 2 videos the same day. One was gameplay, one was the, funny story. How can you be, like, it's not fair, man. I gave you that today. It's not like it's been so long. I remember when. You remember when? You mean like 10 minutes ago? Like,
yeah.
That's, so,
that's the thing we already talked about before about how like we have a short attention span on YouTube, and like for us a year is like it's like dog years, so it's like 7 years. So over 2 years ago, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
I'm discovering more and more and more just how ridiculous YouTube is in nature. It's the anonymity. It's just there are, I'd say, about 5 to 10% of the people that subscribe to me are people that present things in a. Now I'm going to sound like I'm insulting my entire subscriber base. Actually, I'd say this: 90% of my subscribers don't say anything at all. So most people that watch a video don't comment on it, but the ones that do are the vocal minority by far. So it's like you got a video with 200,000 views and it has 5,000 comments. Now you have a ratio that's like 2.5% of the
Yeah.
people that watched
Say
it.
this.
leave.
If you really want to tear your heart out, just write it, and I'll tell your fans about it.
Oh,
People,
They already
No.
hate my ass.
people are way more vocal with negativity rather than positive feedback. So I really like it when I see a nice positive comment. You know, like
I get
Yeah, the
mostly
personal-
positive
it's-
comments. I
it's-
think the problem is almost with me. Like I'll read 100 positive comments and 2 negative ones, and I'll be like, man, you know, how can I improve on this?
Yeah,
When
you're like
maybe-
a hot girl that gets complimented by 99 guys and then fixates on the one guy that insults her, like subtly insults her, you know.
I know.
And I'm the same way. That's why I say that. But the difference is that the private messages, the personal messages, those are almost always positive.
That's
So
true.
it's like those are the guys that take the time to write a message.
Really?
And
The one
Really?
I just got had my address enclosed, and he said he was watching me to learn my habits, and he was coming soon to rob me.
I know. I haven't checked my messages fully today, but I'm pretty sure I can find you a fat waste to space trailer trash one real quick.
well, I'll talk about my channel. The majority of personal messages I get are really positive, and sometimes on some videos, it seems that about half are negative. I'm like, well, my channel's still growing at an incredible rate, so it's like it's not all you guys are unsubscribing. Like I want people to unsubscribe to me if they don't like
Have you seen
my stuff,
CNR's
you know.
comments lately?
No,
No,
Steve
that's-
Anderson's going through that stage I went through earlier where he's starting to worry about what his fans are saying, and he's worried about him talking about him camping. Like, I want to be like Steve Anderson.
Yeah, but
Do what
Adam's
you
always
wanna
been
do.
Adam's always been super concerned about that sort of thing. I sort of sometimes I have to be the one to be like, no man, you just gotta loosen up. You gotta loosen up, and he'll like let loose. And that's the video that he posted about the guy. He shot that guy that set up the SAM turret and pulled out the RC car. He was like super worried about posting a video with music on his channel. I was like, no, all you got to do is not claim it. You'll be fine. And it took him 3 months. He's like, okay, all right, I'm gonna do it. And then he
So
Like
one of the
band
reasons
hair's gonna come down hard.
one of the reasons I called out CNR's comments is he's a guy who he's probably put up nearly 200 videos and never given anyone a reason not to like him, right? I mean, he's just every time you watch one of his commentaries, there's nothing in there that would make you dislike somebody. But then I read his comments, and a lot of guys are like, you know, hey, why don't you play Minecraft? They might be half Minecraft stuff.
Yeah.
And or you know, you get a lot of people who don't maybe like a play style or who knows. And I don't wish any pain on him. It makes me feel like I'm less alone. Like, wow, you know, if even C-Nanners is getting fussed at, then I shouldn't worry about getting fussed
He's always gotten fussed at though. Like he's getting the bigger your channel gets, the more you're gonna get fussed at. And like I didn't deal with it gracefully, and I'm learning a little bit more these days. But he's always been really, really good about never, ever, ever responding to anyone calling him out for any reason whatsoever. And he's had some like pretty big names call him out for stupid shit before, and he'll be like,
big
yeah,
names?
no, well, I mean, big-ish, yeah. I mean, tens of thousands of subscribers. People.
I can't think of anyone. Like I
I
totally
can. I'm not
missed
going to
it.
name them by name, but
I love a C Nanners
Type
video.
it in the chat.
no,
Like
I can't. I'm on my phone right now because my computer crapped out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like I love me a C Nanners video, but I just don't think I could be really good friends with C Nanners. That's why
Why do you say? I'm curious. Why do you say that?
Why do I sound curious? He has that non-abrasive personality, and I can't be like, hey, C Nanners, look at that bitch right there, and he'd be like, oh, that's not a bitch, that is a fine young lady, you know. I'd be like, what the hell?
I think
I'd
C-Nanners
say
puts on
it's-
his best behavior. for
Yeah,
his channel.
yeah, exactly. CNET, like I am, like I really want to see this one day. I want CNETers to make one of his video logs where he's himself, you know, I want him to be CNETers in the video, and then like reach up to act like he's turning off the camera, but it really doesn't turn off, and he's like, glad that shit's over. Those fucking assholes. And he like lights a cigarette, cracks open a beer. He's like, hey bitch, get in here. Bring me my moon.
That would
Bring
be
me that
so
steak.
epic.
All right, now, do you guys want to hear? Do you guys want to hear the truth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
C-Nanners is actually very, very, very much just like his commentaries would portray him to be, and him and I have butt heads on more than a few occasions because I can be abrasive, but not in a malicious way. But his personality and my personality sometimes conflict like that. Now we're fine. We're totally cool because like adults, like, you talk about it. Like, we've definitely had to, like, go outside and talk it out for a minute and be like, oh, I didn't mean it. Like, oh, you didn't? Okay. And then everything's fine. So we don't hate each other or anything like that. In fact, you know, I had dinner with him. He's like my friend, but he's really he's very much like he is in his commentaries. It's not too. Every once in a while, you'll see a moment like him when he plays Black Ops. I've never heard somebody rage as much as Nanners does. Like, it'll be totally quiet in the office. I'll be editing something. Will be editing something.
Puncher?
Have you played with Wings of Redemption?
Yeah, no, but like every 30 minutes, or like maybe every 15 minutes, you'll hear Nanners on the other side go, fucking asshole, and it'll just come out of the blue, and then we'll all stop and turn around and then just have a laugh and then go back to what we were doing. It happens every 10 minutes, and he doesn't flinch or anything. He gets right back into the game. It's funny.
So he's like Tourette's guy.
Yeah, if he wasn't wearing headphones, you would think he had Tourette's. It's just fucking cock, and then boom, right back up.
You know, Sea sounds like that guy. Another reason is, like, I couldn't see myself hanging out with Sea Nanners. I'd be scared to, like, put my feet up on, like, a table or something. It's like, is he going to worry about this? Is he going to worry about this? And
I think he does a good job of letting people know if he's not comfortable with something. But he's not a prude. I wouldn't call him a prude.
Seeing in a setup video made me want more art in the man cave. I was like, gosh darn, you know, it just seems so cool. He had like Left 4 Dead movie posters, and every square inch of his walls covered with stuff.
Yeah. He's the gayest straight man you'll ever know, and I mean that in a compliment. I wish I was as neat as him, because I'm not.
Yeah, I was looking at his apartment. I was like,
this could never be my house.
Where he keeps the bodies at.
Hutch cleaned his room and tweeted it. He's like, you know, dirty laundry, get raped. And I'm like, man, I need to do that. I've got like accounting to do all over my desk. Yuck. Maybe tomorrow.
I was having a girl come over that night, and it took me 8 hours to clean my studio apartment. My apartment is tiny. It was fucking gross. So like, when I clean my apartment, it is a full Sunday investment of like 10 in the morning until 6 at night. I am cleaning.
Dude, are you getting back with your ex-girlfriend, the Russian girl?
No, we're not getting back together. We're still close. Like, a lot of people don't know I wasn't exactly faithful with her either. It was a pretty fucked up relationship. So, but we're still close.
A lot of people don't know that. That's a pretty key detail that's been left out of the popular story.
It's a complicated story. It's
if
not
Woody doesn't know it, nobody knows it.
It's not
hardcore Hutch.
Well, wait. It's not the same story as her story. It's very complicated, and I'm not gonna talk.
Wait. I do know this story.
Is Julia
actually, you talked
Russian
about
girl?
it on your channel, but you guys were on a break.
No,
is
we
Julia the
didn't.
Russian girl?
No, it wasn't that, Woody. Yeah.
But it was like long before, like you
No,
mentioned.
it wasn't that. It wasn't that.
Oh, there was another time.
Doesn't matter.
See, I knew C. Nanner's going to play Battlefield, because right now I'm irritated as fuck because there's a faggot camping in the tank on that fucking hill. God damn, I hate that motherfucker.
Are you talking about Grid?
No,
He's
I'm talking.
he's playing Battlefield. You can't deal with Wings. Wings will go play Battlefield on you in a heartbeat.
I love
Have you guys
Battlefield.
noticed that Blame Truth is like he loved the game the first week, and now he's like slowly raging more and more. Like
I think
everybody
we all are. I really had my fill of people just
I'm going
putting
the
Ghost
other
on
way.
so that they can hide from me.
I was terrible at this game for like 3 weeks, and it made me think that I wasn't good at video games, and things were just going awful. Now, and maybe I need to raise my standards, but like I've had nights where I had 7 keepable games in a night, and like I'm just starting to get my groove, and I know like the spawns, I'm starting to understand. And my whole game is based on being prepared for the fight. You know, like I want. It's not so much camming as it is like moving from one spot of advantage to the other. Like that's what I aspire to do, and I think it takes me longer to learn to be good at the game because I'm not going to be good by like playing Sandy Ravage style, or sprinting to you and still getting on target first.
Dude, I still love the game. The only problem that I'm becoming more and more frustrated with is the difference between a 3-bar and a 4-bar.
Oh
in
yes,
this
Oh,
in this
I was
game
just
is
talking about that.
I don't
Like,
know if
I-
anyone can hang.
I struggle.
when it
I
comes to
struggle play with
connection
Hutch
issues.
because I get put on a 3-bar and I just get destroyed.
Man,
It's like, damn, dude.
I'm a
I'll
3-bar
take it.
almost every game. You should be too, right, Wings? I mean, you got
I got horrible
the
connection.
same upload speed as I do. Yeah.
I
But I
spent
play
almost 2
local
weeks
only a lot, so I get
on-
4-bar a lot.
I played almost 2 weeks on red and yellow bars.
Yikes.
Everyone wants to see my stats. It's like, dude, would you freaking relax on me? You know, I started off not good, and then I went into this period where my network connection was just intolerable. We have a bunch of game battles losses because we were pretty much down a man. I was on 1 red bar. And yeah, so that's where I am right now. But I'm
You
playing
should have
better.
done a. Well, I shouldn't say you should have, but you can do like a network test before the match, right? And if it's not agreeable, then you don't have to play.
We were host.
Oh,
Like,
you were host. Oh,
yeah,
well.
T-Mart was host, and like, so I actually played in a pub match, and things were okay. And then T-Mart was host, and it was something in between our networks. Like a lot of other people had good connections, but mine was a red bar.
Do you have a moderate NAT setting? Because that's giving people a lot of problems.
No, I actually put my Xbox in the DMZ, so it couldn't be more open. It's
Oh.
I run. I'm kind of a computer guy. I ran trace routes, and the problem was at level 3. So it wasn't me. It wasn't my ISP. It was somewhere in the internet's backbone. There were situations where Onslaught and I would both be on horrible red bars, and the rest of the lobby would have full 4s, 4 bars. And so like our location in the country was just getting crushed.
What
Yeah,
do you should
fun.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Okay, you should help me out because we run 2 Xboxes. Like I'm roommates with Fuzza, so we have 2 Xboxes going COD all the time, and we always have issues. Either one of us can find games and the other one can't. That's how it always is. So you should help me open up my NAT because I've tried all sorts of stuff with my router, DMZs, all that stuff, but I don't know what to do with 2 Xboxes. So
Oh yeah, like my
it's
router
always
wasn't able
been
to
one of
put
us
two-
can find games, one can't. That's how it
Yeah,
is.
man.
Can't you request a static IP from your ISP?
I'm not good at networking. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't know how to do much of it.
No, you
What-
actually
what-
call. You
dot
actually
com.
call your internet service provider and you say, "Can you hook me up with a fixed IP?" So, like, and have it be open all the time. Like, I would just call your provider.
All right.
Guys that are playing with me in the stream, can you get these fucking tanks down, please?
So, but back to the network differences. Like a 3-bar in this game for me is barely playable, and a 2-bar, anything less than a 3-bar, the game's not even worth playing.
Yeah,
You're gonna lose it. That wasn't really the case in Modern Warfare 2. I want to say like it was a bummer to be on a 2-bar, but you could still like
Yeah,
you
the
could still
guns
do
in there
okay.
pretty cool.
You know?
But like you see me, Hutch, like I'm a pretty good player at staying alive in Black Ops or whatever. And when I get on those 3 bars, I get destroyed. It's
Yeah.
like what?
It's a bummer, and it's a bummer too, because like the developer will, like Vaughn insist up and down that it's the same net code as the other games, but I'm not entirely sure that they're 100% aware of just how big of a difference a 3-bar and a 4-bar is. And
Have you asked them
hopefully-
about the matchmaking? How why is it so slow compared to all the other ones? Like why don't
It's
people
not
join
slow for
games?
me.
Like say you run somebody out of the game and there's like 2 people on the other team. It'll take forever to get the other 4 people.
That happens to us all the time. Like, so we'll say we roll in a party of 5, and then the other team drops to 2 or 3 because they're leaving because they lost. And then we just consider that a dead lobby. We have to leave and come back.
Mm-hmm.
And
I have
Oh yeah,
to-
every time.
I think that they should get rid of the leave game option and have it be like Halo. If you want to leave, you got a dashboard. That would curb like probably half the people from doing it.
Wait, in Halo you have the dashboard? Like, I
Yeah.
thought there was an
You
option.
can't leave the game. No, it doesn't. If you press start, it won't. There's no leave game option.
What is that whole thing about? You do it and then like too many times and you
You get
can't
15
play
minutes.
If you do
again?
it twice, it'll give you a warning. If you do it 3 times, you get like a 15-minute timeout.
That
Yeah,
I'd love to
Call of
see
Duty needs
implemented. Yeah.
I think they should charge 500 COD points for every time you leave.
I don't like that. I don't think, like for me, 500 COD points is just not even a disincentive. Like it's no problem whatsoever.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
if you leave a lot, you'll be broke as shit.
You know what would mess me up? If you quit a game and then it reset all my classes to default, so I had to like manually fix that crap. That would that would never quit. I'm not gonna mess with this.
I got a question for you guys, and I was thinking about it today. I know. Okay, I would pay $5, if not $10 a month for dedicated servers. I don't even
I
care.
would too.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm a
In a heartbeat.
consumer. I'm a consumer whore. And would you guys pay?
More
Would you guys
than
pay
that.
$10 a month for dedicated
25.
servers?
25.
I would
When
pay-
Gears is getting it for free, you would pay. I mean, I
Damn
would.
straight.
But, you know,
$25.
The thing,
I don't
here's my
play
answer
Gears.
to that. So like, for Call of Duty, I would because I have a high commitment to Call of Duty. I don't know what else to call it. But like if Gears did it and I wasn't sure about that game, or like Left 4 Dead is a game I like to pop in every now and then, I certainly wouldn't want to have $10 a month just hanging on me, for a game like that.
Yeah, you'd have to be committed as that being your game if it's going to cost
Yeah.
that much extra money per month.
So I think
I
it would,
wonder if it would be feasible to have the option for both. So you can have peer-to-peer and pay nothing, or you can pay $5.10 and play on a dedicated server's playlist.
You think the next Call of Duty game is going to have a subscription fee, right? I've heard all this stuff, seen all these articles
No,
about
they're not.
Bobby Kotick. And...
They're not going to.
No?
I've been in a meeting with Activision where they said, we're not doing that. It's not going to happen. It's just a rumor.
But are you sure that wasn't about Black Ops? Because they've definitely, what do I say here? They're definitely seduced by the idea of a monthly payment on Call of Duty.
No, they're not going to do it. There's no way. Like, no one else is going to do it. So it's like, if they did that, that would like
World of Warcraft's
the overall sales of the game would
Yeah, I could totally see a company like EA being the beneficiary.
drop, and they don't want that. They want to be breaking records every year. They'll find other ways. Oh, well, did the call drop? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
we hear.
you got on mute for me. I don't know if that happened to anyone else.
Nope.
Just for a
No?
second.
Just a little delay is all it was.
Yeah,
I
but
started
EA is
talking
not-
because you went silent. Damn
Yeah,
it.
it's not charging monthly. They're just, it's like you can't sell it back to GameStop and get a.
No. What I was suggesting was that if Call of Duty had a monthly fee, then Battlefield could take over their #1 spot or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, that's exactly why they won't do it. I don't think they're gonna do it.
Well, let me tell you this. I'm on Battlefield right now. It's not going to be taking over #1 spot anytime soon. We had to jump out of 6 games to get a game with more than like 3 people in it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't think Battlefield would be the game to
That's
take over.
actually what they're positioning. Like EA wants Battlefield 3 to be the COD killer. I was just
It
reading
is.
about it.
Maybe. There's no way.
Dude,
Well-
Battlefield 3, if they do it right, could be a COD killer. It's seriously.
Not on the DICE engine.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. They need a new engine.
Well, what if they cook it up? It's gonna be Frostbite 3.0 now. They could
You got to
kick it
step up to
60
60
frames per minute.
frames per second.
If they step
Oh, yeah.
Battlefield up 60 frames per second, I think it could be a COD killer.
I have this idea
Yeah,
that the
and
reason
controller lag and lag input. That's the other thing.
That's all 30 frames per second. There's no lag input in the game. Like as soon as you shoot the gun, it shoots. But the fact is, at 30 frames per second, which you're used to COD, there's more frames to move through in COD. Whereas Battlefield, you'll skip a couple frames because they're bigger.
Yeah, Hutch, I have this feeling that the reason that the character's kind of dull like that is that they're compensating for the 30 frames. Like, if it moved as quick as Call of Duty did, then, you'd just be teleporting, blinking around, and be, like, unmanageable.
No, because Killzone runs at 60 frames a second, I think, and they still suffer from horrible input lag. I don't know. I'm not entirely like
That's a
30 frames.
PS3
30,
game, right? Only Killzone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I played
Yeah.
that in 3D.
Pretty interesting
yeah,
game.
it's not very good. I mean, it's all right. Like it would be better if there wasn't any control lag, but there is. Like, it just doesn't feel like any other first-person shooters can get it as good as Call of Duty does.
Have
including,
you played Killzone in 3D yet?
I played it in Germany in 3D. Yeah, it was all right.
Really?
Yeah.
To me, it was the next big thing in single player. Like, I don't really like it for games where I'm totally trying hard, which is what I do in multiplayer. But
Yeah.
for like a more immersive single player experience, like you've been there. When you get shot in that game and all of a sudden there's blood like seemingly an inch from your face, it was really cool.
Yeah, the graphics are amazing in that game. It's the best console graphics for any first-person shooter, period. And the single player would be a cool experience, but for me, I buy a game for multiplayer, so
Yeah, I'm
I'm
I
kind of
do
ready
too.
for a COD killer. I'm gonna buy Battlefield 3. I'm gonna be big about Battlefield 3 because I like Battlefield.
you said the
grew up
same
with
thing
Battlefield.
about Bad Company too.
I'm still playing it, am I not?
Yeah, but it's not
yeah,
the COD
but
killer. So
are you-
I was ready for a COD killer. When Modern Warfare 2 exhausted my COD patience, all they needed to do was small tweaks. Everyone's talked about this, right? If they dealt with the noob tubes, in Commando, then Modern Warfare 2 might have been the best COD ever. And people might be treating it like COD 4 right now. Like, yeah, this new one came out, but it's kind of pokey in comparison, and this other one's the best ever. That's what they could have been. But by the time that game finished its life cycle, I was, Medal of Honor, Battlefield, Halo. I'm looking for
Yes.
something to beat COD.
I went
just
back to
didn't happen.
Geometry Wars 2. I was desperate.
Have you tried the new Pac-Man? Yeah, you have.
Again, Battlefield
Yeah,
3
have you
doesn't
tried
even
it,
have
Bubba?
to be it.
Yeah, you got to re-add me, dude. I'm going to be playing that a lot. So I might get into...
if you're gunning for the leaderboards, I never play with you, dude. That's why, I never. I ended up
it's-
taking a bunch of people off my friends list because we just never ever played. But if you're gonna be gunning for the Pac-Man, then
I'm loving it, dude. And the best thing, I don't know if you knew this, if you check the leaderboards, you can watch everyone's replays. You can watch everyone's.
not
And it's
everyone's. Not everyone's.
Yeah?
No, I think it's only the top 2,000.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, because I was watching some high up leaderboard gameplays, and they're insane. Like 50 speed running through.
What is
here's
it
the-
like? Is it like Pac-Man?
It's like Pac-Man, but okay, so I've done enough talking. Muzzo, you can... What are the differences?
Pac-Man Championship Edition DX. It's $10. It's really, really fast-paced, more fast-paced than any Geometry Wars you're going to be looking at. And the speed slowly gets up, so like once you start getting into it, you'll get up to like 20, 30 speeds. And the max speed is 50, and it's just insane. Think of like Pac-Man fast forward times 10 or so.
But wait, is it still
That's
the basic
speed you play
concept
in.
of a person eating magic pellets through a maze?
There's a bunch of different game types. So one of them is eat a lot of pellets, build up as much score you can in 5 minutes. There's another one where last as long as you can, and more ghosts will come. There's all sorts of different game types, but it's really fun. It's
That
really
blue
colorful.
snowball
Like Geometry
sucks.
War.
Okay, so the one where you're eating a bunch of pellets, they changed a few of the mechanics. So, like, you have to spawn in. Like, first of all, more ghosts won't spawn in until you eat a fruit, and fruit won't appear until you eat a certain amount of pellets. And you want lots of ghosts to appear because you actually, if you can eat a lot of ghosts in rapid succession, then it builds up like a multiplier. And so there's like a few different things that you have to sort of keep into account when you're playing. And then also they added a mechanic where if you get really close to a ghost now, it slows down to like bullet time, like Max Payne style. So it gives you like an option of like, oh fuck, where do I go from here? And then on your right trigger you have 4 bombs like Geometry Wars. So you might be thinking, okay, well they just made it 10 times easier, but once you get up to that 50 speed, it is insane. Like if they didn't add that feature, there would only be like 10 Japanese kids playing this game, and that would be it.
Hutch
Here we
is
go.
racist.
I think I fixed my
just so
mic
you
issue.
know.
Does that sound
All
better?
right,
I had it all the way cranked up.
I'm gonna say this before you get back on the Pac-Man barge. Battlefield 3 doesn't have to be an exact COD killer, but we need to build it up so much that it's competition to be a COD killer. If it isn't, what's going to happen is these Activision companies, they're going to be able to start slacking off and putting anything out there because they know nobody's going to fucking deal with them. If you don't have no competition, there is nothing you need to grow on. Like, we've been playing the same Call of Duty game for like 7 years in a row now.
I don't feel like Call of Duty's slacking off pre-launch. I think Modern Warfare 2 slacked off post-launch. Like, I think Modern Warfare 2 was like anything but slacking off. They like really tried to go balls to the wall. And it's like Woody said, if they would have made a few minor tweaks, I think most people would have thought it would be the best Call of Duty ever, but I don't think the hardcore crowd would, because the
I
issue
like
of
Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not saying that a lot of people wouldn't, but with the issue of recoil, I think a lot of when I say hardcore, I'm thinking guys that have been playing since COD 2, they just laugh at Modern Warfare 2 because of the ACR. Because in COD 2, it's like only good players did good because you had to manage the recoil in a really particular way. It's like try using the MP44 in COD 2, shooting it like an ACR, and you're going to just fucking fail miserably.
Was it much different than the MP44 in COD 4?
Yeah, it was a lot different.
Oh, okay.
The MP44 is pretty much like the same as the AK-47 in COD 4.
No, the recoil goes above your head quickly. You kind of have to pull it down while you shoot if you go full auto in COD 4.
I guess that's just how it felt to me. Yeah, it pops up in COD 2, but it pops up a lot.
Okay.
And you lose people in your iron sights. And in COD 2, a headshot was a headshot no matter what. So, like, getting people lined up in your iron sights was really important.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. But Pac-Man is dope, Woody. You should actually Kyle, Mr. 3.2 billion over here.
Get owned.
If any, which I'm not gonna lie, still there's a part of me that thinks that you paid somebody to recover your
Oh my
account,
god, I uploaded 4 gameplays of it.
Did you wait? What were your scores on those 4 gameplays?
2.6, 2.3.
Okay. All right, I believe you. That day though, I was seriously like, not seriously, but I was a little irritated because I honestly thought, I'm like, that motherfucker. I know he paid somebody to do that.
I think I've still got a 2.5 on my hard drive somewhere.
I can't believe that you went from, what was your original score? 30,000.
I don't know what it was. I mostly played King. King is the only one I actually enjoy playing. Fucking Socrates came in and just I was the top of my friends list on King. I was like 5.5 million, whatever, which is, I don't know, top 1,500 in that game mode. And then Sock comes in and drops like a 8.5 million, and he's like top 200 now. I deleted the fucking game out of rage for that guy.
When I first bought the game, you know how you can't play every game mode? You have to, like, play one a couple times to get to the next one. Yeah. In that, 3 games it took to open the next one, I beat Kyle's score every time, 9 times in a row.
Yeah, because the only game modes a player pacifism and king. Like, if you beat me in,
No, he was mad. He was like, God damn it, you really did beat me. I'm like, yeah. It wasn't hard. They weren't even high scores by, YouTube standards. But
yeah, it was just as I was going through unlock and stuff. If what's that one? Waves and sequence drive me nuts. I don't even know how you can derive any kind of pleasure at all from playing that shit. Sequence seems like the kind of thing that some Asian kid would be incredibly good at because he would completely memorize the pattern and he could literally play it blindfolded.
There's tutorials online on how to get perfect scores on sequence, or there's an achievement called Smile where you have to, how there's that grid set up, every time, you can actually make it so that there's a smiley face in the grid. So you have to purposefully fail some of them, and then get past the exact right ones to make the smiley face. It's an insanely difficult achievement to get. But there's tutorials online how to do that. I think Achievement Hunter did that.
Hutch, any Black Ops guns gonna get nerfed? I've heard both the 74U and the G11.
They might. I don't know. They might. I didn't. When I talked to Vaughn in person, we didn't. The 74U, I don't even think I brought up. But on the forums, he said that the only things he's considering taking a look at is the G11 and the 74U, which the fucking the 74U is fine. What makes it overpowered. I made the mistake of calling it overpowered in the progression video, but it's not overpowered. It's just overused, and the reason why it's overused is because it's the only good submachine gun. So if the FAMAS was the only good assault rifle, you'd see that used more than anything else, and people would call it overpowered. When in reality, it's the other subs need a buff because
that's exactly right.
The Kaparis and all that, it's just they're worthless. They're fucking terrible.
To buff them, all you got to do is put rapid fire on them, dude. You can't tell me.
No, you need to give them a bigger clip too. You need to give the Scorpion a 30-round clip. They should all just be 30 clip or 30. The damage drop off for the Scorpion, it's 10 feet, and it takes 5 bullets.
Oh my god!
It's like a shotgun, pretty much. Yeah.
It's just a dreadful.
No recoil.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. I mean, once you get past 10 feet, I want a gun that's going to drop someone in at least 3 bullets. It shouldn't be that.
Wait, 3 bullets is quick in Black Ops. You didn't mean that.
Yeah, no, I mean, it should be killing in 3 bullets instead of...
There's a lot of things I won't...
how many guns kill in 3 bullets?
Within a certain range, the FAMAS does, the 74U does, all the assaults do. Within.
I guess you said 10 feet. I guess I was thinking at distance. Nothing kills in 3 bullets at distance.
Not at distance. Hey, what do you guys think of the silencers if we're talking about Black Ops? Because I fucking hate them in this game.
What is it so traditionally a silencer has everyone here knows, and probably most of the stream, once you get past about 15 feet, the damage drop off happens sooner than it does without a silencer. Something about this game, it seems like even up close, I lose so many gunfights with a silencer. It's I almost have to kill guys who aren't looking at me.
Yeah, I don't think the silencer is justified on any gun in this game. It's really, really terrible.
Here's an idea, but we were talking about the podcast, Hutch.
Yeah.
Oh, the Spaz, yeah. The Spaz fucking rapes with the silencer. It's amazing.
I enjoy it.
I think they should switch dogs and Blackbird.
In terms of how hard they are to earn.
No, just flip them, boom. Dogs 8, Blackbird 11.
Yeah, in terms of how hard they are to earn.
Yeah.
Dogs at 8 would be kind of ridiculous, I think.
Oh, it wouldn't. Dogs don't even get but 2 kills in a team-based game.
You know what my KD is against dogs? Infinity.
I mean, we were always talking about this. I've died 4 times to dogs.
I've never died to a dog.
Yeah, but you're good at the game. 90% of the people that play the game aren't good.
You shouldn't base a decision like that though. You should base it against players that know what they're doing. All right,
not if you're a game developer
on the game. If you put a paraplegic on the game, he's gonna suck at killing an RC car. Why is that a 3-kill streak?
Well, okay, now you're making arbitrary paraplegic or that's okay. I mean,
it's a straw man argument, but go ahead, Hutch.
Always with the straw man.
I mean, I'm just saying, dogs are weak
can't-
right now for 11
If
kills.
you want to make money, on a game, you can't base it on what the top 10% think is going to be good. And that's the weird misconception on YouTube is that usually the guys that are hardcore enough to be following YouTube players are going to be better at the game. So like I would say comfortably that probably like 95% of our subscribers are in the top 10% of players as far as skill goes. And we're also the most vocal portion of the community. But what about the 90% of the players that aren't that great? Like if they get dogs, most of the time your dogs are going to get you like at least 5 kills or 6 kills. It's getting me more kills than my chopper gunner is lately. They're shooting my chopper gunners down immediately.
Yeah, and they're about to nerf the fucking kill streaks again, dude. The game's already slow fucking enough. Those chopper gunners need to get 15 kills just to keep TDM active, dude.
I'm kind of undecided about how I feel about the chopper gunner nerf. On the one hand, I think
I've seen TDMs that can't get to the score limit.
Just to be clear, it's
happen.
the chopper gunner, the gunship, and the Valkyrie that are getting nerfed.
Yeah,
wait, the Valkyrie?
Yeah, the Valkyrie.
Yeah,
Anything with a red diamond.
They all benefit. They're all going to suffer from the same red diamond delay.
Oh, dude, the Valkyrie's terrible.
Yep.
It needs double the blast radius so you could actually get doubles and triples.
Needs the RC car blast radius.
No, it's already at least that
It might
big, if not
have
bigger.
that, but yeah, I stink at Valkyries. I can't find people very well. More often than I want to, I die while I'm steering it, and I don't know. Even if I get a guy,
There's no way it has a predator blast radius. Did you say that, Kyle?
No, I was saying that it
RC
was
car
bigger than an
blast.
RC car.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say it's tiny, dude. I feel
Even
like
if I locate a guy with the thing, sometimes he's protected by like a half wall or something like that. It's
The best way I've found to use it, and I don't equip it. I just get them out of care packages sometimes. I use it like it's an RPG. If I see somebody like halfway across the map and I got them in a direct line of sight, I blast that thing at them. That's the most effective way to use it. You can go in the back of the map and shoot it straight up and cruise around for a while, but it's a lot more fun to use it as a humiliation weapon.
Wings, I think I agree with you though about the Blackbird being higher because that perk, I keep calling it perk. That kill streak is gonna get you more kills than any other kill streak in the game.
I'm looking at the reason I pick dogs is because dogs on average get about 5 kills unless you're playing with like paraplegics. Yeah, you go to free for all, dogs rip ass. Like they power drive the newbies. But for the most part, they're on par with the old dogs, which were a 7 kill streak. Why not just flip the Blackbird? Because the Blackbird is the strongest kill streak in the game. I don't give a fuck what you say.
You know what I was thinking? The chopper that you earned in COD 4 seems more powerful than the one that you earn in Black Ops.
I'd say it's equally powerful. The chopper in Modern Warfare 2 was terrible. The attack helicopter, but this one actually gets me kills.
So I think I got think about how easy it was to get a chopper in COD 4. Like all you had to do was get to your 5, and then there was a good chance you'd get to your 7, and then die, and then you're practically at your 5 next time around. These things, like the rich just got so much richer in COD 4, and chopper gunners were always worth 4-7 kills in COD 4, and in Black Ops I'm getting 3 a lot of times. Like it's not that strong, and it's so much harder.
Well, they didn't have any launchers that locked on in COD 4.
Yeah, right, I don't read it those.
So that's why
we were talking earlier. I think they need to take the. I think taking down air support should be more of a team-based thing, and I think they should take the Strela 3 completely out of the game.
Yeah, make the law rocket only. Law rocket only. You only get 1 missile, and somebody else in your team has to pick up the slack.
So that would make it COD 4.
Fuck you, I love the Strela. I take down so much air support with that. I get so much XP for taking...
It's easy. I think it's too easy.
It's too easy.
It is too easy.
And Wings brought this up the other day, and some people like to scoff at this and call him an elitist. But why does the kid who is going 1-15 deserve to take down my air support after I went try-hard mode and went 11-0?
How about 2 sets of players instead of 1?
How about 3?
So... I would agree with that. It would take 4 missiles to take down a chopper.
Like a gunship. Gunship gets 3, chopper gunner gets 2. Attack helicopter gets 1.
That would make it a team effort again.
Yeah,
which is probably what you're going for.
And the SAM turret.
But at the same time, dude, it's like we were all crying at the end of my.
I never cried about kill streaks
that we
because They never got them on me.
Well,
Wait. I want to hear
like,
Hutch's thought. What do we? At
I
the end of Modern
wanted-
Warfare 2, I didn't cry about kill streaks.
I did. I wanted a COD game that wasn't dominated by air support, and I feel like Black Ops is just, it's like a third less chaotic than, or it's like a third of the chaos level that Modern Warfare 2 was, and I like that. I like the fact that there's not a fucking Harrier in the sky at all times. Like Racket. The Harrier got you like 7 kills sometimes. On a map like Wasteland, it was like...
At the start.
I share your
Harriers weren't
opinion.
my Harriers weren't much better than airstrikes.
I share your opinion here, Hutch, but I would be more inclined to be like that if they didn't give me big kill streaks. Like, if they cut me off at attack helicopter, I'd be fine and dandy. But they don't cut me off. They give me these wonderful fucking kill streaks, these wonderful, massive, death machines, and I can't use them because a kid on the other team is 1 in 15, and all he can do to get points is to shoot my shit down.
Well, you have bare bones.
Yeah, where Ghost reigns supreme.
No, true.
Wait, why does Ghost reign supreme in Barebones? Wouldn't there be no UAVs?
No, in the there's one called Pure Bare Bones where it's like COD 4. You get perks and kill streaks, but the 3, 5, and 7 kill streak. So you get a UAV, napalm, and attack helicopter at 3, 5, and 7, but you still don't get attachments. So like most of the people that complain about like perks and things like that in this game, it's just like I don't understand. It's like you have a bare bones playlist where there's no attachments, no kill streaks. It's a heavily populated playlist. People are constantly playing. I'm not sure. Why don't you just go play there? It's
Take
fine.
Ghost out of that playlist and I'll be happy.
Dude, Ghost is fine. Ghost is totally
not fine. Ghost is not
no.
fine. Don't even preach that.
I don't mind
guys
Ghost either.
Ghost
I'm with Hutch.
You guys are absolutely blowing that out of proportion, in my opinion.
All right, let me ask you this: six players with Ghost versus 6 players with Hardline, and they're all the same skill level. Who's gonna? I mean, obviously
Ghost
the
wins.
Ghost Slayers have the advantage.
We played against a team the other day. Everybody was playing Ghost. We absolutely
Ghost eliminates
fucking destroyed
Hardline.
them.
Ghost eliminates Hardline. Period.
No, it doesn't. No,
Why
it doesn't.
doesn't? Why doesn't?
You're
it
saying because you're like a lot of the kill streaks don't look at Ghost Pro at all.
Ghost
And-
doesn't save you from counter UAV. Ghost doesn't save you from attack dogs. Ghost doesn't save you from Blackbird. Ghost doesn't save you from Rolling Thunder. You're making blanket generalizations.
Ghost does save from Rolling Thunder because you don't know where the fuck they at, and you're not going to drop it.
Not on a map like Firing Range. Plop it anywhere. You're going to get 3 kills. You're good to go.
Including me.
Dude, Ghost is fine. It's just everybody has to complain about something in a COD game. It's just...
Yeah, no, I don't mind Ghost too much. I have complaints.
You don't mind
though.
Ghost Woody because you don't play by yourself and you don't play TDM. Ghost
Dude,
has
what about-
destroyed
what about-
TDM.
What about Scavenger? How many kills do you get from resupplied nades on Scavenger? You're going to tell me that's not a powerful blue perk?
Dude, I had to
pro,
struggle to
not
get the
taking
5
any
lethal to
fault
get the pro perk. Come on now.
I don't have the pro
Scavenger is
version.
not.
yeah.
The Scavenger Pro is not that difficult to get. It's long, but it's not that.
I had
difficult.
a struggle. I tried for a while and I was tired of hurting my KD just by throwing nades all game long.
Yeah, I mean, I don't use nades at all. I don't even use secondary nades at all. I play strictly almost gun on gun. Like, I don't really throw anything. Like,
That's a
in
part of my
play-
game I'm working on.
I use my nades and secondaries constantly. Like,
Yeah,
I don't.
if they're used well, they can really help, and I'm looking to get there. What was I gonna say? Oh, my problem is the sound. The sound in COD has always been so useful, and they intentionally ruined it.
Yeah, they ruin it. Like Ghost, you got Ninja Pro with Ghost, even if you don't wear Ninja now, because you can't sound horse shit.
Why would you use Ninja? It doesn't work. I mean,
you
even
can
if
sound horror in certain game types like Search, but these maps have a lot more ambient noise going on, so
Yeah,
that makes it.
Why not make
I was
Ninja Pro
going to
like
counter
Super
that.
Bro?
I mean, like even on Firing Range, a map you think of as silent, the damn targets moving around makes noise. Then of course the obvious ones like the train and the launch and the launch warning and they
did that on purpose. You know that, right? They did that because they don't want people with headsets to have a massive advantage. You still have an advantage when you have a headset in this game. It's just nowhere near as much of an advantage as you have in previous CODs.
And they took
remember hearing-
drop shot. They're destroying anything you have to get an advantage over somebody.
I
These
remember-
are things that
I drop shot just fine in this game. It's the
they
same as Modern
nerfed
Warfare 2.
it. They climb
No,
down
they
on their
nerfed
knee.
it.
They put their walker up.
Yeah.
Then they lay down on their belly.
Woody, I'm going to make a request right now. Can you do a side-by-side Modern Warfare 2 and
No,
Black
go
Ops
side by
drop
side
shotting?
COD 4 Black Ops.
No, I'm talking about Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah,
If
yeah, I
it's the
think
last iteration, you should be used to it by now. So it wasn't Black Ops that nerfed anything.
Right,
But
right. You know what?
even
I'm going
Modern-
to do that, Hutch. That's a good idea for a video. I'd like to see the two compared. Now, Wings, just to be clear, I think everyone will concede that drop shotting was better in COD 4. The question is whether it's been nerfed further from Modern Warfare.
I played World
Is
at
it
War.
better
They
in
had
COD
drop
4?
shotting and snaking.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, it's instantaneous in COD 4. Instantaneous.
Okay, my other request is to do all four. Do COD 4, World at War, Modern Warfare 2, and Black Ops drop shot.
Do it right now. What do you got the thing up?
No,
No,
it, like frame by frame, like pro. That's what we want. So
I
I
mean,
think that's.
you can't pop COD 4. I don't see a drop shot on COD 4. It's been so long since I played it.
I don't think you're gonna get what you're looking for out of my laggy Justin TV stream, but I'll do a real video. I'm on vacation this week. This is a perfect idea. So I'd like to see that. What was I gonna say? So the sound is a problem, and then the knife is a problem. It's curious to me how the guys at Treyarch don't seem to think that the knife is more powerful than previous games, but there's so much footage out there that shows just how crazy the knife lunge is.
Well, okay, I'm gonna step in here and say that I think it's not so much the knife, it's the network connection.
No. It's the fact you bump into somebody.
No, wait. Let's just hear me out. I played a match on Grid, and I got this knife in the match, and I remember the match, and I remember the lunge too, and it was about the same as COD 4, the lunge. I went back and I watched it in theater mode. I was like 5 feet away from the guy in theater mode, and I got the kill. I was like, man, if I would have watched that kill cam, I would have been pissed if I was that guy. So think every time somebody knifes you, and there's that ridiculous thing, it's the network difference, so I think the coding needs to be addressed more than the knife. That said, I wouldn't mind if they still decrease the lunge just a little bit.
Dude, I've died over 900 times to the knife.
I've died like 200 times to the knife.
Not Wings. Hutch, I'm going to make a video that demonstrates the knife. I hope that you see it.
But then again, it's like I died.
Like,
the maps even give themselves up to the knife.
In Modern Warfare 2, I certainly died to knives a lot more.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to a private match, and I'm going to have the people standing still to remove all that like network latency issue, and just demonstrate how far this knife lunge is. I think it's further than you might give it credit for. I think
someone already did that on Nuketown. It was like a full character. It was like a full character lunge.
Like if he would have laid it was like a 6-foot lunge. I've seen that vid. I was gonna make one. That's a long knife. I don't think COD 4 had a knife like that.
COD 4 had a pretty substantial lunge. If you were that video too is like if you have to be perfectly centered on the guy, so it's within a certain like on your screen, you have to be on the exact right X and Y axis within a range to do something like that. If someone's running or moving, sometimes you won't get that lunge. I swear I never get a lunge in this game. I'm like, fuck, man. I see kill cams all the time where I do the same thing, and I don't get a lunge. I'm swiping the air like an idiot, and then I'm like...
Well, you're also coming off the stick to do it. You know, these guys are aiming at the same time they lunge.
Yeah. Oh no, I am agreeing with you guys a little bit. I don't like the knife in this game.
Like I played free for all last night. God, man, I got knifed so many damn times.
There's a unanimous outrage about the knife. I think that says a lot. Like, I don't think you see.
They're going to address it though. I mean, we'll see how much they address it. Hopefully they.
You know what I wanted to say about sound whoring? So I remember, I was watching a lot of YouTube videos. I didn't even have a headset yet, and XCal played a game of Free for All. And in his commentary, he says, here I am playing a game of free-for-all, or as I like to call it, I automatically win because I have a headset. And I was like, damn it, I'm getting a headset right now. Yeah. So I got one, and you know what happened? Or you know what didn't happen? I didn't automatically win. I didn't even know where people were coming from. It takes weeks to kind of train yourself to be able to sound horn, to directionally locate where your footsteps are coming from. And then
or
it takes
if you
weeks
switch
beyond
headsets.
That. Oh, I haven't done that very well. I've done that, but
go from a Turtle Beach to a Triton, and it'll take you a few days to because it's overwhelming at first. Yeah.
And then there's another part that's like you hear footsteps, and sometimes it's not you directionally locating it; it's you knowing what surfaces are nearby. Like if I'm here and I hear footsteps on metal, I instantly know where that guy is. Whereas if I didn't have his headset, I didn't pay attention so much to the things on the sound, the things on the ground that you can pick up. I would argue that sound whoring is a skill, and a lot of guys are like, no, it's not. You just have a headset, you bought talent. No, if I gave you my headset today, you wouldn't be sound whoring tonight. I promise you.
Can you make the argument though that anything? Okay, can I counter that real quick? I know people accuse me of disagreeing, but too much. But something as simple as picking up on sounds, couldn't you argue that that simply comes with repetition and it's not something that you need to refine? So if you play a map enough times, you're just going to know just because you've played it so many times. It's like
For sure, just like learning the spawn system or just like learning the lines of sight, just like almost
Learning how to
everything in my
pop fire a
game.
gun.
Yeah, well,
I'd say learning
yeah.
spawn systems is much more dynamic than figuring out what direction someone's coming from.
No, to me, they're really close. Now, I might argue that like aim is something that's in a different category than those other things, but sound whoring is closer to a tactics and knowledge thing than aiming on the stick.
Yeah, I mean, it's there if you pay attention. All you got to do is pay attention a little bit. Something like spawns, you really got to be dedicated. Most people
Really?
don't know the. Most people don't
To
know
me,
the spawns.
spawns are there if you pay attention. Like I can't get over the fact that they're not absolutely parallel.
I can't either. I can't stand that. Like you put me in Modern Warfare 2 right now, it will be 25 to 30 games before I go under 10 KD in a mercenary team deathmatch. You get me on Black Ops.
Modern Warfare 2 is goddamn easy, Wings.
That doesn't matter. You put me in World at War, same thing. I'll go 10 KD probably 20 times before I get a game under 10. Because I when I kill this guy, I know exactly where he's going because I played the TDM so long.
You don't think stopping power? You don't think stopping power has something to do with that?
No, dude, I have no trouble killing people. I mean,
Yeah,
guns are
you
How
don't
is
think-
stopping power? Like Hutch, I don't understand your argument because he has like both sides will have stopping power most likely.
Yeah, but you can drop 4 people quicker in Modern Warfare 2 than
I
you
never
can
put
in Black
myself in a
Ops.
position to drop 4 people. See, I always avoided that.
Yeah, I play like wings. I rarely get 4 pieces. I mean, sometimes I'm stuck there.
I might
not 'cause I
fight
wanted
2
to be.
people at one time because I don't rush spawns at all. I make sure I'm sitting up. I want to have the advantage. I want the people to walk into my ADS and me not walk into their ADS.
You're playing the objective now, though. Of course, your KD is going to be a little lower.
But
And
no,
when you play, I went and looked at your KD in free for all. It was like a 3.5.
yeah,
How's that any different than what was your KD in free for all in Modern Warfare 2? Probably about the same.
no, over 10 probably easy.
No, for Christ's sakes, really? In
Did you
10?
not
That's a
see my-
lot. I don't think
did you
you
not-
went
did you not
30
see
and
my-
3 every game.
Oh, wow, yes, I did. How do you think I went from a 2.1 KD player when I first bought Xbox to a
I
3.1?
remember that actually. Wings was on a like a KD mission, so he would just play free for all a lot, and it would. I mean, his KD was. This was like 6 months into him playing the game, and he pulled his KD up by like a point in a couple weeks. It was a big deal.
Dude, I knew
think that
every
this is-
spawn in Modern Warfare 2. I knew I knew a place I could sit, and that bitch would spawn, walk in front of me, spawn, walk in front of me, spawn, walk in front of me.
Okay, I think that this might be
Hutch, you dropped.
Yep.
an experiential thing, though, because I'm playing better Call of Duty now than I've... Hello? Can you hear me?
That's
hear
because
you
she
now.
put put the sniper down.
You hear me now? Okay, I'm gonna say that I'm playing better Call of Duty now than I ever have before, ever. Like okay, I put the sniper down. That's one thing, but then on top of that, I'm doing just way better in general. Just like with, I don't know, something about this game where I'm really thriving. And if you go and watch my recent games, it's like you can tell like I'm most of the time. Sometimes I'm spacing out when I play. I don't really pay attention, but most of the time I try hard like a bitch and.
I'm 100% try hard on everything I do, and like I have a horrible connection, so I try to make the game to my advantage every which way possible. If I walk into somebody's ADS, I'm mad at myself for it, and I'll rage quit a game because of it, because I fucked up. I'm like, what the fuck did I do that?
You can't avoid that though. There's some random factors in COD that you can't control.
Like, you ever play
There's
games
always
with me,
gonna
and I'm
be.
like, everybody's got like 10 deaths, and I've got like 2. That's because I try to keep myself from dying all the damn time. But this game, I can't do it because Ghost is fucking, it's an epidemic on this game. Like,
And
Dude,
virtual
no, it's-
ninja.
Dude,
you
no,
don't need
it's
ninja.
a virtual
Silent
ninja.
footsteps. Yep.
Marathon people guys sneaking up on me. I'm looking to the left. There's a guy with Marathon knifing me. Or if I'm moving, like say I'm moving, say I want to get to another spot because I see all the people are spawning over there. Or I say I run into the ghost inside the building because I didn't expect him to be there. Or first off, I got to bring my gun up. And I play on tactical, so I got to go to the B button where he just auto-aims his knife lunge on me. That's where I get a lot of deaths too.
I'd say
And-
it's Ninja more than Ghost because I honestly don't think that more people are using Ghost in this game than they were using Cold Blooded in Modern Warfare 2.
Oh, you're wrong about
When I
that.
when I pop a
Bullshit.
UAV when I pop a
Bullshit. That's like
UAV
1%
in
on
domination,
revolver right there.
when I pop a UAV in domination, I usually see 4 or 5 dots. In 9 out of 10 games, I usually see 4 or 5 dots. That was
I should
about
say
the same.
3 or 4, yeah. But
3.
the thing is, nobody ran cold-blooded in Call of Duty unless there
No,
was air
yeah, they
support.
did. I sniped
Like
with the
COD
thermal
4?
scope. They,
I mean,
a lot of
how many
people use
times-
cold-blooded.
I think I can see
Oh.
UAV Jammer like 3 times in COD 4's history I've ever played it.
Yeah, I might
COD 4,
concede to
you
Hutch
help
for like
people
one
use it.
map. Maybe Wasteland people ran cold-blooded, but by and large, it's a stopping power thing.
Okay, I have another video request.
Oh God.
play 10 games and pop a UAV in 10 games and then record the results.
I don't know how many. Like I went into a mercenary TDM the other day. The kill streaks I run are UAV, Blackbird, and then either a chopper gun or a gunship or dogs or whatever. I pop my UAV and there's nothing
Nobody.
red. There's nobody.
Nobody.
I left the game. Like, what's the point of me staying anymore? Like, I know I'm not gonna get my Blackbird because they're hiding.
Hutch,
I've
dude,
got-
I have a
don't
request
want-
for Hutch. Wait, this is like it just occurred to me. When's Engineering Wind kick back up? Like, I got on that thing, I was excited, and suddenly it's like Christmas has been moved to March. Like, when do we start?
Engineering Wind for Reach is still going to keep going, and I'm going to alternate between Reach and Black Ops. So 1 week it's going to be Reach, 1 week it's going to be Black Ops.
Maybe
I
I
still-
hadn't heard. You know, Black Ops has been out for a month.
Yeah, I wanted people to get used to the game, and plus we're going on holiday break because I didn't want people giving like expert tips after 2 weeks. It just didn't really make a whole lot of sense to do that. Like, let people get good at the game, and then we'll get it kicked back up again.
I think we kicked up with the same aspect. Call of Duty hasn't changed in 7 years.
Yeah, but people are. I'd say
but-
now would be the perfect time to start, but we're going on holiday break, and I don't have time to do it.
So
I'm gonna
actually,
start-
when'd you break? I'm curious.
We go on break. The 17th is a Friday, and our break officially starts on the 18th, and we come back on the 3rd or the 4th
So
or
what
something.
happens to videos like in that time?
Well, not everybody goes on break. The people that upload videos,
So
obviously
Juan will still be around.
obviously. Wait, who Juan? No, I think Juan's going on break. That's not Juan. Doesn't upload videos. He processes videos.
Oh,
I'll
alright.
make it.
I don't understand the distinction.
Processing means like making sure they have the pre and post rolls right and the audio is correct and the dimensions are correct and
So I'll be more specific. I have a weekly series. Typically, I give them a video on like Wednesday, Thursday, and they upload it Saturday. How's that work?
so it'll go through Juan. Juan will then process the video, which means he'll compress it with a watermark, and then he'll make sure that you have your dimensions proper, and then it'll go to another department, and the other department watches it again, double checks to make sure that that everything's square, and then that department sends it down to the guys that upload it, and then they'll program it in. So they'll like put it in a spreadsheet. What's the metadata? What's the description? The title?
But-
And that way, whoever's uploading, they can just grab the file from the Dropbox, upload it to YouTube, and they have a spreadsheet with all the pertinent annotations and metadata.
I think what I'm taking from that is I need to have all my videos for the break to him by the 17th.
They should have sent you an email about that, I think.
They said something about it, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Was the email really boring?
That sounds
I
good.
I got a
I don't
question.
know.
I don't
Chances are the email was confidential, so that part's pretty benign. So I don't think anyone would care if you talk about that. But yeah, you guys, the people stock up on. Last year I had to rush because I have a shitty computer, and Anthony was like, "Okay, we're going on break in 2 days. I'm gonna need like 8 videos from you." And I'm like, "Fuck." And so I had to like, my computer was running like rendering videos nonstop for like 4 days.
I got. Wait, can you drop the live stream for a minute?
Yeah. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed the show.
All right, guys, we're gonna talk about some real cool stuff now. So fuck off.
I mean, this is stuff that they can't hear.
It's gonna be top secret stuff, and it's gonna be about candy factories. So
Wings, if
secret
you're gonna complain to me, oh buddy.
No, I got to ask you
All
a
right.
question
Wait,
because
don't do it.
I
Don't.
Oh,
All right.
no.
Bye, everyone. Have a good night.